The number one advice I would give someone starting to grow a beard. Wash with beard shampoo and conditioner because Borshots dry out your beard. Use beard oil and beard balm to keep your beard soft, healthy, and moisturized. Use a wood comb to protect from breakage. Protect your beard by sleeping in a beard bonnet or beard rag at night. This is an easy routine to keep your beard on point. For all your beard grooming needs, get it at the Soft Store LLC.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top-flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
Something you always preach. Take us a little bit inside what was working so well with your D in that third quarter, because it was literally 3 times better than what it was in the first quarter.
Yeah, we just picked up our intensity. The first quarter, I thought they played harder, they played faster. They got in the paint, kick out for threes, they made shots, and then you could see maybe middle of the second quarter, we just started to pick it up. We really did a good job of getting into their guys, and then everybody being in the shift and just multiple effort. And it led to us offensively being able to get stops, run, and play to our advantage.
Nikhil, with 14 points off the bench, he really heated up in the second half. How much does your bench need that, especially with Kyra's absence?
We need it. Nikhil is huge to what we are doing here. And, I'm trying to run more plays for him to get him going, put him in different situations. And tonight I thought he did a great job of just executing and making the right play over and over again.
You were right. Midway through the second to midway through the third, it was a 45-15 run. It just seemed that, I know it's a broken record, that Josh was the catalyst on both ends, getting the rebounds and then getting out on the break. Yeah,
Josh has been great all season doing that. Whenever we get stops, it's like he's ahead of the pack, and you can see it coming. But I thought collectively as a team, it just everyone fueled off of our defensive energy. And like I said, getting into guys, getting into their, they did a good job in pick and rolls. Lyles was popping, hit a few threes, and we made some adjustments. I thought that helped us.
How comforting is it for you knowing that if the shots aren't falling, at least you had somebody to pick up the slack? And in the first half, that was Brandon Ingram, who literally kept you in the game with 24.
Yeah, he did. He was big time in the first half. Just the same things that he's been doing, playing faster, picking his spots. He's been awesome for us. And then we got it going in the second half, and everybody just fueled off our defense, which was great.
I mean, how encouraging has it just been to see what Brandon has done, collectively over these last 6-7 games, whatever? I mean, does it feel like he's getting into a groove a little bit here?
Most definitely. He's getting into a groove. And I think the big thing for Brandon is we know he can score, but he's just making the right plays. When 2 guys are on him, he's hitting his teammates. All of our guys are doing a great job of trusting each other. It's something that we talk about. It's evident in our 29 assists, and that's what we're about, is moving the ball, trusting each other. And Brandon he's big time in that environment, just making the right plays over and over again.
I look at Brandon's stats tonight. I think the 0 turnovers stands out the most. How much did that speak to the decision-making part of what you were saying just now, how that has gotten better? I know he's had some games where He's been up and down, but it seems like he's been lower than normal lately. I mean, lower than usual lately.
I think it's just growth. He's starting to see different defenses and know how to pick them apart. I thought his decision making was always pretty good, and now as a coaching staff, we're trying to make sure we work on what teams do to him. They double him up top, they may double him in the post, and then once again, just trust him. If two guys are on you, you see a teammate that's open, just hit them, and they'll come back to you. So he's doing a good job.
And Josh was out there for a while, but now you've been able to stick with that same starting five for a good amount of the season. Now, just what do you like about what you've seen from that group, when they've been able to play together, so far this year?
I think they do a good job of playing off each other. Herb and Josh are really good defenders, and we want to be a team that can guard multiple positions. Brandon and Jonas are our catalysts as far as holding us down offensively, and then we got Devontae who can make shots, and then we just play from there. We putting the kill in and Sato, and as far as Billy is coming in and giving us a huge lift. So collectively as a team, I think we just like what we see right now, and hopefully we can continue to just build on that.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you, guys.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican post-game report. Much love to the flock. Appreciate you guys being here. In this episode of the Pelican post-game report, Pelicans throttle Pistons 109-95. Pelicans get the win. Much love to the flock. Appreciate y'all being here. Please feel free to hit upon the like button. Hit the hell out that like button. And welcome into this episode of the Pelican post-game report, a very victorious Pelican post-game report. Much love to the fam. I appreciate y'all being in the live stream. DC, my friend, welcome to the stream. Much love to the flock. Let's recap this when the Pelicans get the win, DC. Over the Pistons, we said they need to make it happen. They made it happen. So a positive night indeed.
Yes, indeed, man. They took the spark plugs and all out that engine, man. It was firing on all cylinders in the first quarter after that.
Yep.
It wasn't shit. But that was a good game. That's what they were supposed to do. They went out there, handled business. We had the bench be able to close out the game, so that was very positive. The Pelicans started off a little rocky, man. I was feeling a little uneasy, and they righted the ship in probably the middle of the second half. Willie Green quickly realized that his bench rotation that he ran with Kyra wasn't going to work because they only scored like 2 points, maybe I think 6 or 7 minutes into the second quarter. I think the bench started off the second quarter and they couldn't score at all, Q. They couldn't score at all, man. They went on a stretch and they couldn't score no points. Once he kind of saw what that was doing and kind of started, I guess, phasing the starters in with the bench a little more, leaving some of those guys out there, that adjustment worked along with what they did defensively at halftime. And the Pelicans went ahead and took off with this one, man. Rightfully so. So glad they ride the ship. We finally got a victory. It's been, feel like forever since we won a game. We lost 2 games that we probably definitely could have won. And to go ahead and handle our business and finally take our medicine. Q, we had a medicine game, and it looked like a medicine game. You know what I mean? So Pels took their medicine. Now we got to move on to the Spurs, but let's go over the stats and statistics. You muted, brother. I can't hear you.
All right. Thank you, DC. The final statistics on this matchup, Pistons, just couldn't keep up with the Pelicans in the end. Pelicans did what they had to do, especially in the second half of the game. Like she was mentioning, the reporter was mentioning, Jen was mentioning, and the Pelicans just took it to another level and secured the win. They get the 8th win of the season. They're now 8-20 on the season and 4-9 at home. 41 of 94 from the field was the Pelicans in this one, 43.6. As the Pistons were 36 of 91 for 39.6%. Pelicans 13 of 36 from downtown for 36%. Pistons 12 of 37 for 32.4%. Pelicans did hit 14 of 16 from the charity stripe for 87.5%. 11 of 12, the Pistons for almost 92%. What's really impressive, the Pelicans were able to gather 60 rebounds in this matchup, 15 offensive, 45 defensive in the matchup. Almost 30 assists. And, of course, Willie always talked about circulating the ball. There's energy in the ball, Coach Willie says.
as the Pelicans like to hover around that 30 assist marker. They had 29 tonight versus the Pistons 22. In the 6-5, the Pistons won the steal battle and the block battle 6-4. Pelicans had 16 turnovers in the matchup with 9 points off, 12 by the Pistons for 7 points off, 19-7 advantage Pels and fast break points, 46-40 advantage Pels as well with that statistics. And of course, the Pistons led by as much as 15 as the Pelicans took off as much as 27 points alone. Now let's get into the team statistics, picking out one in particular, DC. I love the 60 rebounds in the matchup with almost 30 assists in the game. That was very big by the Pelicans. What you think about what you see that you like?
I mean, those 60 rebounds is definitely one of them because we got a lot of second chance points. Really couldn't get it going, but we managed to get it on the second go round. So that was very encouraging for them to do that. And usually when we win that rebound battle, we win the game. But for me, the other stat, other than that, I mean, they shot 36% from 3-point line. That's okay. 87% from free throw line, which is always good. But the 29 assists, Q, anytime the Pelicans get over maybe 25, 26 assists, it's usually a good night, man. So to see them be able to share the ball, to see the tone be set by B.I., man. I mean, he went out there and scored 8 points, got the defense to draw in and suck in on him. And, I mean, he was just dishing the ball, wait for his turn to score. When it was his turn, he handled his business and go back to facilitating the ball, man. B.I. is doing some amazing stuff right in front of us, bro. He's playing like a all-NBA talent at times, and he's living up to the expectation. And whatever him and Willie Green got going on, man, I hope he keeps it going because these 29 assists, if we can consistently keep that going, the Pelicans are going to be a tough match for anybody. If they can do that and play better defense on the perimeter, because you saw the Pistons, they kind of got it going a little bit in the first quarter, start knocking down a lot of three-point shots, but we was able to tighten up and decide, who we should leave open, who we shouldn't, and they figured it out. But the 29 assists to me, though, offensively, we couldn't get nothing going until we was executing the offense and passing, shooting, or driving 0.5. You see, when we make quick decisions, Pelicans look good.
Yeah, they really look good. And of course, big shout out to B.I. This maturation process continues because this is a part of it. When you see B.I. take the game into his own hands and start trying to be a big shot B.I. as opposed to team facilitating B.I. and letting the game naturally come to him, getting everybody involved. This is a part of the maturation process that most really good players get to when they realize they don't really take that next step as a unit until one of the greatest attributes of some of our best players is be able to get other guys involved. It lightens the load and makes it an overall better performance. So, yeah, you're seeing over the last couple of games, you're right with Willie Green, and that's a big part of it as they're seeing the same thing, and that's a big positive in this thing as well. So, yeah, let's get ready to kind of go over to the individual statistics, DC, and talk about that because, of course, B.I. led the way from a point standpoint as well. He finished with 26 points. Very smooth 26 points tonight for B.I. in this joint. As we hit the individuals, 26 in 34 minutes. He was 9 of 19 from the field, 4 of 8 from downtown. He's perfect from the charity stripe, 4 of 4. He finished with 26 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds and a couple of blocks. He was plus 28 on the plus minus in the matchup. And, of course, behind him, he had 17 from Big V, 17 and 11 from Big V. And, the crazy part about Big V is that 17 and 11, we'd be thinking last year, man, Adams put 17 points, 11 rebounds.
Oh, man, look at Adams. This
is not like
he's
this
sleepwalking
is like
doing this.
Right, this is sleepwalking 17-11 from Big V. 27 minutes of action, 7 of 12 from the field. He was 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. He finished with 17 and 11 in the matchup. He had 3 assists in the game, and he was plus 23 as well. 14 for Josh Hart in the matchup. In 32 minutes, he was a perfect 5 of 5 from the field. He was 4 of 4 from downtown. Josh Hart did everything he was supposed to do. He finished with 14 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists for Josh Hart. He did have 4 turnovers, but never mind that. Plus 12 for Josh Hart in the matchup. And then, of course, you go to guys like Herb Jones in 30 minutes of action. Herb had 10 points and 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. He was doing it pretty much everything. His field goals was 3 of 9.
What that
Yeah,
stat at?
but he hustles at does all kind of stuff. He was plus 21 on the night for the Pelicans. Graham continues that slump. DC a bit of a mini slump for
Yeah,
the
man, I don't know
Devontae
what's going
Graham.
on with
Yeah,
Devontae.
he was shooting the ball clanking and shit, bank going in and out. I mean, his shot is not as smooth as we seeing right now. He's kind of in this slump. 9 points for Graham in 26 minutes. He was 3 of 9 from the field, 3 of 7 from downtown. 9 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds for Devontae Graham.
See, you know one thing about him though, before we move on, Q. What I do like about him, he not turning the ball over at all.
This is true.
And I gotta give him props for that, bro. Devontae Graham makes the right passes, and he's the shortest guy out there. So some of the passes is hard for him, and he not turning the ball over at all, bro. So props to him for that. And he actually throws some good dimes too. Guys don't always hit the shots, but I see what he's trying to do. Just wish he would incorporate some type of mid-range game or get to the line or get some layups or something sometimes, man. Other than just shooting threes all the time.
Yeah, I know. Nola Dankey, thank you, bro. Brother Dankey, for your super chat, my friend. Appreciate you. Says,
Appreciate you,
yes,
Nolan. Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, brother Dankey. Much love to you, bro. All right, fam. Let's get back at it, man. And of course, yeah, we talked about those guys. Let's get to the bench guys. NAW, man. 14
Much to
points
talk
tonight.
about here.
22 minutes of action, 14 points from NAW. He was 6 of 8 from the field. Shot 8 3-pointers. He was 2 of 8 from that shot, 14 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds for NAW off the bench. And of course, 9 for Garrett Temple, 3 of 6 shooting from the field. He's 3 of 4 from downtown. In 19 minutes, he finished with 9 points and 7 rebounds, plus 7 on the plus minus. And of course, outside of that, you just had 6 points by Billy Hernan Gomez in 18 minutes. He had 6.7 rebounds in 18 minutes for Billy Hernan Gomez. And of course, they kind of got Clark involved for 3 minutes. He didn't have anything going on, as well as he's seen some action tonight. So anyway, Pelicans did their thing tonight against the Pistons. We knew they were supposed to use the Pistons as medicine. As the top scorer for them was Trey Lyles off the bench with 18 points in 26 minutes.
That's your guy. Remember you wanted him here.
I always talked about Trey Lyles. I said Trey Lyles is a big who can hit the three. He can play the 5, the 4 for you. He can stretch the field for you. And I always kind of pushed that Trey Lyles to be a guy that they added to. He's 6'9", listed. Some have him listed at 6'10", 234. And I always try to push for Trey Lyles. He averaging 7.4 a game and 4 rebounds. But I don't think they use him as much as they should. So anyway, and then, of course, 16 points for Cade Cunningham in the matchup with 4 assists, 3 steals. And Grant was not – he was totally out of this one as he finished with 11 points in 28 minutes of action. So, DC, Frankie – it's good seeing Frankie Jackson, man,
Let 3 in now.
Yeah, he had 8 points in 21 minutes for Frankie Jackson. So, let's talk about the individuals.
Yeah, man. I mean, big dog tonight, BI. Gave you 26, 3, 5, and 2 blocks, man. Real good to see him that leading the plus or minus, Q. I don't know if
plus 28.
He's not normally, the number one guy in the plus or minus. So that's huge, bro. BI sometimes has some, I guess, inefficient ways to get buckets, but not no more. So he did that damn near 50% shooting from the 3-point line and a little bit over 50 from the field. Shout out to BI, man. Big game, set the tone. Team kind of, went a little funk. He started scoring again, pulled them out of it. So just loving to see that, man. Wish we can see this every game. And if we do, I don't think they'll be able to stop BI from getting another All-Star bid, because once Zion come back, man, we know the wins are going to start to pile up. Right now, we're looking at their record being 7-20. But if you look at their record with Brandon Ingram playing, the Pelicans are playing 500 basketball. That's what you would expect. Without Zion, you would expect them to be a 500 team. So we get Zion back, man. I don't think it's going to do anything but help BI's game. I don't think it's going to hurt it. And if we watch the way he's been playing, adapting to Jonas Valanciunas, you know what I mean? So I think it'll make his game a lot easier when Zion comes back. So shout out to him. My other guy, Big V, he walking double-double, Q. Number 1 in the league, double-double. He gave you 17-11, 3 assists tonight, with 2 turnovers, no biggie. did all of that in 12 shots. You know what I mean? He only played 27 minutes. You couldn't ask for a better game. Didn't overexert himself. Handled his business. He scored 9 straight buckets or something in the second.
Something like that.
When we was in a real deep slump. You know, the Pistons scored 32 points in the first quarter, and he was one of the guys that kind of pulled us out. Him and Bi kind of led the way for the second quarter, and we never looked back after that. When we were in trouble, we went to our two stars, and you know they delivered tonight, man. So Big V, Josh Hart would be my other guy, man. His name is his game, as you say, brother.
Name is
Josh
game.
Hart, Mr. 6'5", bro.
Yeah,
That out rebounded Jonas Valanciunas, man.
I know.
Man got 13 rebounds, Q.
I know, double.
13 rebounds and shot perfect. Took 5 shots, made all of them, hit all his free throws, give you 13 boards. Then he turned around, gave you 5 assists and a steal too. Man, I'm so glad we gave him that damn extension. And as you can see, this looked like a totally different team when we have Josh Hart versus when he's not here. Glad he's not hurt no more. He's out of his funk. He's playing back on that level he was playing right before he hurt his knee. So shout out to Josh Hart. And the last guy, this guy who gets a lot of flack, his stat line is ridiculous right now because, I mean, he's 6 of 18 in AW. He had 14 points. But I will point out he was 3 for 4 in the fourth quarter, and he was a big part of shutting the door on the Pistons. So he took some shots. He got some misses. I mean, the man started off like 1 for 8 or something like that. But he figured it out and was pretty efficient if you want to take away that quarter and a half or whatever it was in the beginning of the game where wasn't looking too good. A lot of shots he took weren't bad shots per se. It just didn't go down. And I noticed at least 3 times he went to the rim, man. They fouled NAW, and they just refused to call it. Y'all saw the game, how it was going in the beginning, bro. We couldn't get no calls. B.I. got hot and started torching him, and he started attacking, and he forced the referees to call some calls. That's what I was wishing he would have did against Denver. Like, you got to make them. Like, you know what I mean? Make them call it because they don't want to call fouls for us for some reason. Y'all saw the challenge with Devontae Graham. Dude hit his hand and everything. They're going to overturn the call. But if that would have been us, they wouldn't have overturned shit.
I mean,
it would have been the fouling team. You know what I mean?
On that point, I'm looking, and we had opportunity to look at the play. I'm gonna sit up here looking at the stadium feed of the game. You know, no commercials, stadium feed.
Right.
And they were playing it back and forth on the things. This guy went up and he literally hit Graham. You seen the contact made on his hand, clear as the day, and then they come back, said there's no foul on the play. I mean, it just floors me how really bad this is. And that's like, you can give these dogs all the technology, you can give them 1 million cameras, they still are gonna just sit up here and call this type of stuff. That was a no-brainer. But anyway, we still kicked the, you know what, so it's still all good. B. Thomas, thank you for your super chat, my friend. Thank you. He says Sato stealing money, man. He played okay, but he not worth 10. Nah, he ain't worth 10 million. You absolutely right. And Sato gonna get moved out of here sooner or later.
Sato plays scary, man.
Finish your thought, man.
Well, I just was saying, covered everything with Devontae Graham thing, but NAW, man, not a great shooting night, but he did give you 4 dimes. So, you know, he was doing his thing, facilitating, man. He's getting better with his decision making. So I see potential in him, and he's gonna have to take up some of these minutes with Kyra, because as you can see, we're not gonna get shit out of Sato. So, you know, we could quit, you know, being so hard on him. He's gonna have to figure his way through. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from NAW, even though he kind of reverted back a little bit at points during this game, start jacking up some of them shots. But he's playing a lot better than he was when he had a game where he went like 6 for 24. This looked a lot better than that game, even though it was 6 for 18. You could deal with it. He didn't cause us to lose the game. He didn't slow up the offense at all. And a lot of the shots he took, they actually tried to facilitate the offense and couldn't get nothing going, and they kicked it out to him with no seconds left. Just horrible execution. Guys passing up shots, as you heard what was the guy that spoke at halftime? What coach that was? Told them they need to take the shots. They're open. They need to, and then look cute after the coach said that. They panned the camera right at Tomas Satoransky.
It ain't hard to figure out, is it? Yeah, it ain't hard to figure out when
they was just leaving his ass wide open. Q, man, this boy, he in the paint. Q, he's in the paint. He drives to the paint. He in the paint. I'm like, oh, he's 6'7". He about to go, but nope. He jumps in the air, turns around, and passes the ball back out. Man, what the hell is you doing? You 6'7".
He did a Tim Frazier.
You 6'7".
That's
Boy,
what
you
Tim
know, if
Frazier.
I was 6'7", Q,
that man,
I would not be doing this show with y'all if I was 6'7".
Yes, you would.
Man, I'd be dunking on niggas and everything. Though I ain't playing with y'all. What you mean, man? Satoransky in the paint, man, and he's like he don't even look to score, and they know he not looking to score. He be wide open, wide open. Q,
self check, man, self check.
Then the sad part about it would make it even worse. When he shoot, he don't look like he have a bad stroke. Like he looked like he actually can knock down some shots. Like why the hell is he so scared to shoot?
Confidence is a big part of it, DC. That's what I keep saying.
Why are you so unconfident? What happened?
I don't know.
You don't shoot shit, so you don't miss. Like,
he's not confident. So he rather give up the shot. He rather gives up the shot. Hopefully that changes a bit. So
during the third quarter, I will say they was leaving him open, and he started taking shots.
He did.
He shot about 4 or 5.
You gotta give him credit too off the pass where he called for the ball. He was cutting to the rim. I think it was BI that found him cutting to the rim for a layup. So he started to get aggressive a little later on.
He hit a little mid-range shot. But man, you're 6'7" and you're a point guard. Like I know they talked to him. The coaches had to, but I just feel like that should be your mentality already. Like how are you gonna be an effective point guard if you're not a threat to score in some capacity? We complain about guys like Devontae Graham not being a 3-level scorer. But Devontae Graham is aggressive. You leave him open. He's not playing with you. I will shoot this in your face.
Yeah, he will.
Even Lonzo Ball.
He will take that shot.
Any point guard you can look at other than Tim Frazier. We had some other duds. But even Rondo didn't have the best shot. But Rondo not about to let you play with him and leave him open.
For the younger Rondo was known his 3-point shot wasn't all that. Rondo got in that gym and started working on that 3-point shot and got it where they wouldn't disrespect him anymore, because they used to leave Rondo wide open on that. But
even when they used to leave Rondo wide open, bro, Rondo would do similar what we see Herb Jones do sometime when he have all that space. Rondo would just eat up that space and take it to the rack. His little patent, throw that behind your back and then go for a layup. He had moves to even figure it out when he didn't have a shot. He's not going to let you play with him, and he's going to be aggressive. He's going to be a threat to score. That's part of being a point guard. You don't have to drop 20. You know what I mean? You don't even have to drop 17, 18. Like, you be a threat to score. You might come out with 8 to 10 points or whatever, being a backup guy, 7 points, something. Sato got too many games where he gave you 18 minutes and no damn points and didn't even take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that has to change. Let's get into fam. Just to let the family members know, go Pels. To the fam, I appreciate all y'all being in the Pel chat. Much love to all the family members out there. Everybody, man. Much love to all the family members. Appreciate y'all being with us. Late will be going up until about 12 o'clock. The Pel chat is open. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to join the show tonight, we'll be going to 12 and then we'll cut it off. We got over 70 family members in the building. Please feel free to hit the like button. It helps out the platform. Feel free to also subscribe if you're not a subscriber and join the flock, baby, on this one as we keep it real deal talking about it. We got State of the Pelicans DJ on the chat. Stay right where y'all, DJ. We're going to do the preview of the upcoming matchup against them Spurs, because that's the next one we got coming up, DC. 12-12. We got
on the bottom of our boost.
12-12. We got to end up traveling to Spurland, to Texas, to take on the Spurs. They're 9-15, 5-7 at home. The Pelicans are 8-20, 4-11 on the road, and this will be an interesting matchup. As you can see, the indicator has the Pelicans with a 42.2% chance of winning the matchup, giving almost 58% to the Spurs. The Ingram, 22.6 per contest currently. He's the top scorer, followed by Big V as the top rebounder, They're saying Ingram is the top assist man. I think it still might be Graham. I'm going to have to double check on that in a second. DeJounte Murray, averaging almost 19 points a contest off of 45% shooting from the field. He is the top scorer for those Spurs, and Jason Pirtle is averaging over 9 rebounds per game. And Graham, of course, 8.5 on the assist in 35 minutes of action is their top assist guy. KLJ out for the season. Sorry to hear that from KLJ. We covered that on the last stream. Keldon Johnson is day-to-day for the Spurs, according to the quick report. And, of course, you take a look at the Pelicans coming off the win and breaking a 2-game slide against Houston and Denver. Perhaps Pelicans one time this year having a 2-game winning streak to try to kind of get some wins together to get on the plus side of things, man. So hopefully that can happen after showing the Spurs coming off a 123-11 win over a Denver club that we lost to 2 days prior. So 120-114 in overtime. So the Spurs beat the Nuggets, where we lost to the Nuggets the other night, and we should have beat the Nuggets in the Smoothie King Center. So anyway, we got them. We got the Spurs, DC 9-5 in San Antonio. Can the Pelicans make it 2 straight for the second time of the season?
Most definitely. I think they can. I think we're seeing growth from them. Every game we see different things they do right. It's just a matter of them putting it all together. Tonight was big to me because they got down, and sometimes we see games where the Pelicans do this and they just kind of keep that same stay in that same type of funk the whole game. You know what I mean? And a lot of times I don't think it has to do with talent, even though we know the Pistons aren't as talented as us. It's a mindset and doing the things they know they should do that the coaches are telling them to do. So it's very encouraging to see them make the adjustments. And if they can continue to do that, then they definitely be able to beat the Spurs. Because again, this is another team. They just don't have it talent-wise, man. The Spurs are rebuilding right now, but you know they're going to be sound. They're going to play with a good basketball IQ, and you're not just going to be able to embarrass them. So we're going to have to be on top of our game, and I think the Pelicans can go ahead and do that, man. It's another home game, I believe.
No, it's on the road.
Oh, it's one on the road. This is our last home game. They play pretty good on the road too. I mean, I think we got more wins on the road than we do at home, so that's probably going in our favor. And I like what BI is right now. The way he's been playing these last 5 or 6 games, I don't really see the Spurs having an answer for that, Q. And we gonna have to work like hell to try to have an answer for DeJounte Murray too, because he's been playing pretty damn well in his own right. He's pretty much the engine or the key that makes the Spurs go. You know, when they're having success, he's playing pretty well. So if we can figure out that Chinese riddle to slow him down, which a lot of people haven't been able to figure that out. But if we can kind of minimize what he does and don't let him explode for a big game or do something like we had the problem with De'Aaron Fox in the past where he come and just put a bunch of points on our head, I think we go ahead and take the Spurs. Because if you pretty much take him out of it, man, I mean, they're going to play team ball. You know, guys are going to score. It's the Spurs. They're fundamentally sound, so they're going to swing the ball around. We can expect that. This ain't going to be an easy game. The Spurs always give us problems, but we are able to beat them. So I think the Pelicans go out and get a win, man. They should be feeling good about themselves the way they played tonight against the Pistons, even though it's the Pistons. But, you know, still we handle business. So them having the confidence and understanding that they can make adjustments and fight their way out of a hole, I think they go ahead and take the Spurs, man. I just don't see them having enough firepower to stop us.
Well, on the road against the Spurs, Popovich's team, it's going to be a tough outing, no doubt about it. At some point, I mean, conventional logic has to dictate at some point where you have all of these at some point, something has to happen where the Pelicans start stringing some wins together. Right. I don't mean you have to have a slew of soft competitors to be able to put wins together, but some quality teams like the Spurs, even though the Spurs are playing tough right now, they're still a team that's dealing with their own issues of trying to get it together. They're still a sub 500 club. So I mean, the Pelicans, man, at some point we got to start putting wins together, like and closing the door on these teams consistently. The Denver Nuggets matchup should have never went to overtime. It should have been won by the Pelicans in regulation. That's one we let get away, and several others. So we had at some point we got to start digging in and start taking everything that Coach Willie's given them and make that shit stick and put a flow together, a strong foundation in which we need to start building more wins in, because they're in these games is just having basketball IQ to make sure we do the right thing. So, I mean, you see incremental improvement. I'm just waiting for the opportunity for it just sinks in, and then we got it. Then you see it turn, and then you say, okay, the Pelicans got it. Now they're starting to put together consistent wins, 2 or 3, 4 game winning streaks. Then they might lose a game and then get back to the winning ways. At some point, we've got to get there. I just feel like we're getting close and close and close, man.
They're getting better, man. Like
mean,
the defense they played on the Pistons in the third quarter was phenomenal, man. I don't, Pistons only a 4-win team, but I mean they still an NBA team, man.
They put the locks on them.
The people probably ain't scored but 8 points. 8, I don't remember what it was, but it was a ridiculous number.
I think it was like 12 or something. And
it was
I'm
12.
Look at it. I want to say it's 12.
It was a ridiculously low number, man. They put the clamps on the people in the third quarter and basically just took off with the game. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it was 12 points in the third.
That's still, ridiculous. Most teams average about 20. You know what I mean? You could spot them 20 in a quarter, and that ain't nothing great, but that's usually what everybody get around 20, 22. They scored 12. So, to do that against any NBA team is pretty impressive. And you see the improvement from BI. You see improvement from NAW. You see tremendous, ridiculous amounts of improvement from Herb. Josh Hart is having a career year.
Man, Josh Hart looks absolutely awful. Awesome, man. If
we could figure out our bench rotation, which Coach has a game to look at it now without Kyra, because I mean, maybe we want to discount Kyra, but Kyra was giving you about 8 points a game. I mean, with this bench, every little bit counts, and that's 8 points that's unaccounted for that we got to find to get from somewhere. So, Coach has another game to figure that out. And I think the Pels, if they could show up the bench, bro, and we figure out a situation. I mean, Satoransky's here, so you're going to have to work with him for now. And who they going to call up? Harper from the G League, our little 5'10" guy? Like, what are we going to do? Alvarado? Alvarado's on. They called him back. You seen him out there tonight. You had Trey Murphy out there tonight.
I think that's a part of
Jackson Hayes. So maybe one of them would get some burn. But
I think Alvarado could very well be a guy that gets some. I mean, KLJ was there, and Throttle because he's a veteran, and KLJ because he's a first-round draft pick. But with KLJ gone, Alvarado could be the guy in line to get some more of that. And Alvarado has a lot of experience collegiately, played a lot of years there. And plus, he has that passion he plays with, that aggressiveness. I love to see if the Pelicans tend to stick with him, or do they go into the free agency, start looking for a veteran right there. So hopefully we'll see how it all shakes, man. But sorry for KLJ going on down there.
I think it's gonna be a trade or nothing. I'm sick of waiting for him to go in free agency. Q at this point, that shit ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna go in.
Well, I mean, it's still like I said, you
barring the injury.
Well, I think eventually it will happen. I mean, I don't think maybe this year. I think probably sometimes next year. That it will happen. So I mean, but they're gonna try to figure out. I know he's gonna use what he got.
Help us right now.
He got to use what he got.
I mean, Satoransky, that is our backup shooting guard, point guard, whoever we want. That's $10 million, right? It's right there.
Yeah, that's $10 million. That's $10 million. All right, fam. So
useless dollars right now.
Well, I mean, he got to give him to play a little bit more aggressively.
We're playing $10 million for a good defender. I'll give him that much credit.
Is he a good defender?
Yeah. I seen he's a good help defender.
He's a good help defender.
Y'all
need help. Come on, Sato.
He's slow, so he
is slow.
But he know what he's doing though.
He does. And that's why he need to. That's
why I think he kept getting the minutes. That's the only reason he was getting significant minutes, because it ain't for his offensive play.
No,
he can set up the offense though.
Well, I mean, it's the ability that I know Willie going with him because he trusts in his veterans. Temple and Sato are playing pretty good with this one.
Astro K so pick up Chauncey Billups as he get fired.
Damn. All right. So with that being said, fam, that is the preview for the Pelicans and the Spurs. We're going to move into the next half of the show where we open up the lines all the way to 12 o'clock. We'll bring in the panel of Pelican family members to discuss their thoughts on the team. So we got DJ from State of the Pelicans. We got VP James in the building as well. And we got brother Kenneth Barnes in the building as well. So welcome all of the family members to the stream. Much love to y'all, brothers.
Yo, what's up? What's going on?
What's up, DJ?
Family.
How y'all doing?
Hey,
What's up, brother James?
What's up?
What's up, Kenneth? Go ahead, DJ.
First of all, I want to give a big shout out to Josh Hart. Like he wasn't doing all that shooting. He was driving to the hole, getting fouled, getting to the line. I'm surprised y'all didn't talk about the free throws. I mean, shout out to Josh Hart, bro. I really believe, besides BI, I really think that's the only reason why we won this game. It's because of Josh Hart.
What about Valanciunas?
Valanciunas, I mean, he did okay.
17 and 11 from Big V.
I mean, he played his game, but most of the time, you gotta give it to Josh Hart. He was getting to the line. How many games have we played and we don't get to the free throw line? We always shooting, missing. We don't get no fouls. No, we just shooting. I was mad when the Nikhil got in the game. He shot up his. I'm like, dude, you just got the ball. What are you doing?
Trying to score for the bench.
But yeah, I mean, everybody played the game. I'm giving my game ball to Josh Hart. Also, yeah, my second point guard is Alvarado. Since Kyron Lewis gone, out for the season, yeah, let's give him a chance. Let's see what he got. He made the team for the season. Same thing with Delta Holmes. I know y'all big on me on Delta Holmes, but hell, he made the team for a reason.
Man, hurt, DJ.
Man, DC, look.
Tell him, DJ. Say, bro, don't mess with me about these undrafted guys, bro.
I said he hurt. What you mean?
Are we talking about Holmes again, bro?
James is in line.
He ain't never gonna let it go, bro.
Holmes can't help you right now.
Look, Big Q, I don't even see that man on the bench. I don't even know what he look like no more.
Bro, I can't. I won't be able to tell a man between him and the guy sweeping up. I'm gonna be honest.
when you get a stress fracture from a bench splinter, you can't sit on the bench no more, bro.
He
get a re-injury.
He in the back laying across the table.
He helping the Gatorade guys out. Hey, you need some of that over there? Yeah, let me bring. But listen, the thing is too, man, we got to realize that Alvarado is a guy behind Sato, and of course, Alvarado is a guy. Perhaps he could help out. I like his fiery style of play. I mean, he's a guy that does know how to play the game. Perhaps Coach Willie looks at Alvarado and says, "Let's see what he got, man." He's there, and DJ makes a point. He's there for a reason. Behind Sato, you can't, and Sato does help well in defense. He's not playing as aggressive as he wants. He's pretty much self-check right now for whatever confidence issues that he's dealing with. But listen, we'll see, man, exactly. And just a little throw something in on the paratrooper. Jackson Hayes was able to, he just, despite scoring 30 points in the G League, Jackson came back tonight and he was running people over. He was missing shit. So he came right back in.
He can't post no highlights
Man, them people ain't had nobody over like 6'7" on their team. When
Jackson ran the dude over, man. That's a mobile palm tree right there. He ran that guy over, man. I mean, he ran him clear over, man, and then pretended like he fouled. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Jackson, damn. But he can style and profile on them G League guys, man. But he
thought it was going to be easy like the G League, Q. That's
man,
all.
hell nah, man. It's the NBA, man. Thank you, DJ.
At least he was aggressive with it.
Yeah, he was that
indeed.
indeed.
Him that.
James, you got the flow, my brother. Then Kenneth, and we got brother Randolph in there. But the floor is yours, my brother. What you think about the Pelicans tonight with the win?
They look good, man. I ain't gonna fake, but in the first quarter, if DC followed me, so he knew I was upset. I was like, like I tweeted like the fucking Pistons, bro. Like this what we doing. So I was just like, it's gonna be sick tonight. I don't even think I want to get in the spaces. I don't want to get on YouTube, stuff like that. But I will say this: like they responded well. They came out hot, and not only did they come out hot in the second quarter, then and they finished strong, but they also carried it off into the third quarter too. Which a lot of times we see that the third quarter, what we call it, the third quarter of hell for the Pelicans, right? So the fact that they had their best quarter in the third quarter, I felt was like it's just good signs. And another thing is too, Brandon Ingram, I think he went into the half with 21 points, right? And he finished with 26. He only had 5 points in the second half, but I still felt he was dominating the second half, even though he wasn't scoring. Like he was making the right decisions. He just felt like the game has slowed down so much for him. And like I said, I think it's a combination of Willie Green and the conversations they're having and everything. So
They
I'm
calling
not mad at
plays for him too now, James.
yeah,
You know,
call
they used to didn't call plays for the man.
Nope.
And see and that's the thing too. Like I had mentioned this before,
Maturation.
and somebody was like, "Well, it's because he's healthy." I was like, "I'm not just talking about this year. Like this is the best I've seen Bi play since he's been here. Like
Right.
like even though he's played 24, he averaged the same that he did last year that he did the year before, and I think he's at 25 now, 23, something like that. It just seems like a lot of the games that he goes in and he just knows what he want to do. It was one pass he had, bruh, that I was just like, God damn, boy, I didn't even know you had that in you.
You talking about that Josh Hart pass, huh?
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah, that was nasty.
it's
He
just
he froze the dude. He kind of held him there. He
yeah,
just shot a bullet in between everybody.
yeah, and it's just he just has that, and also you could tell sometimes when he feeling himself, like he get an extra hiccup in his step, like a little pepper
Pep in
step.
his step
Yeah.
with
Little
that
extra,
AD be
yeah,
saying.
right, little pepper stuff. And it's not a situation of how some dudes get a little excited, start dribbling too much. It don't even be that. Like he'll just sit there and he's like, "Oh, you too small, fade away, got you, get to the mid range, drive to the basket." Like he just at a different level right now, man. And I'm happy.
He heard Big Q talking about the mummy steps too, because I've been watching the man blow by everybody on his first step, and you ain't been
Ain't that
saying
crazy?
shit, Big Q. You
Ain't
ain't been
that
saying
crazy?
shit.
Man, I'm telling you, ain't that crazy how that shit go?
Look,
Man, you start naming that stuff out, and then all of a sudden, the thing
He
that you
went
talk
work
about,
on that shit.
man, I'm telling you, man.
look, Big Q. I'm gonna tell you.
Boy, clean pass all
Look,
of them. Q.
look.
I'm
My
telling
two
you.
my two favorite plays that I seen Bi play since he been in New Orleans came in the last game versus Denver, where he had got the ball and instead of shooting a three, he sprinted to the 3 point, like the free throw line, and pulled up and hit the midi. And then the next play after the rebound, when they were running, he turned back and looked. I forgot. I think it was maybe Temple or Graham that had the ball, and he was clapping like, "Get here!" And as soon as he got it, he took off to the basket and blew right past everybody. I'm just like, see, that's what I like to see. Like that's what I was saying. He feeling himself. I understand we lost the last game, but he feeling himself.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, brother James. Man, listen, I'm very proud of how we talked about this about Willie Green and how Willie Green and Bi on the same page. I'm super proud of how Bi has been playing the last several games. How Willie Green has been conducting himself during all of the losing, staying in control and staying consistent, and saying the same message. In some of these games, you just be like, it's tough. Trust me, it is, because we was in the thick of it. All these losses is mounting up. Yeah, he just kept his consistent message. And Willie Green is a good dude, made out of really good he has a great mentality, stays positive, and that's what the team needs, a motivator with a positive mindset, and they got one. And if you like I was watching the feed, but every now and again I'll watch the feed from the adversary's perspective just to get what they're going to say about your team. We know what Joel and AD going to say, that but I'll just I want to hear what the Washington guys, and it was boring as hell, by the way. But man, it was giving Willie Green all kind of accolades. The guy, one of the commentators, knew Willie Green's brother. I mean, his family members, and he was talking about one of the family members that passed away, and he was just giving them all the credit in the world, saying congratulations to Willie Green for this win tonight. The Pelicans, they really got a good guy, and that's what you constantly hear across the league. When he was with Phoenix, it was the same way. Golden State, it's the same thing. People love Willie Green because of the mentality that he has, and I'm so proud of Willie and how he having these guys believing now. And it's incremental at best, but at the same time, we do see improvement there.
No doubt, man. Been seeing a lot of the same stuff, man, and I'm glad to know it don't go unnoticed to make me think I was exaggerating. But I was like, man, Bi looks like all that shit they were saying he could be like KD. He kind of looking a little KD-ish.
Shit, man, he's starting
You
to
know,
add a lot of stuff in this game, bro.
man, he's looking unstoppable, bro. They gotta put two, and then probably have somebody else be ready to catch him if he passed them two to slow him down, man. And he's making the right plays. He's doing this with relatively low turnovers. You know what I mean? High efficiency. It's like shit. I can't even ask no more from him. Every once in a while, I see him blow a defensive play, but then I look at what he did the other 5 possessions. Like, man, I ain't worried about this shit.
Man, Bi is arriving, man, and Willie Green
he arrived, bro.
Bro, we gonna see a lot better from Bi, man. Trust me.
If we rattle off a 5 to 10 game winning streak before Zion get back, they gotta put Bi in the All-Star game, bro. It's that serious how he playing and the way he's controlling the game. Like I think that was James said, man. He scored 6 points in the second half. And just to go to your point, what you said, James, I didn't even realize he scored 6 points in the second half. I felt like Bi was doing everything he needed to do in the second half.
You know what's funny? I actually was wrong. He was 24 and going into the half, so he only scored 2.
He scored 2 points.
He scored 2 points in the second half.
But still,
he was just as aggressive without throwing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's just like I didn't feel like he disappeared. Like usually, if you sit there like you had 24 in the first and you end up with 26, like you disappeared, right?
Right.
Like I don't feel like he disappeared. Like it felt like he was just, you know what? I'm not gonna force nothing. They're double teaming me. They're trying to get the ball out of my hands, so I'm just going to take my time and make sure I make the right decision. I'm still attack, but I'm going to attack. And if I blow past somebody, I score it. If not, I'm gonna hit the open man, and that's what he did.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Well said, James. All right, Kenneth, you're up next, my brother. I got Randolph and then Nola Danke that's gonna follow you, bro.
Man, what Willie at? When Bi playing all good shit, where is Willie?
Well, you know how Willie is. Willie ain't gonna pop up when we winning. He only gonna pop up when he losing, so he can talk his shit. You know how Willie is.
He's still mad from last week.
Yeah, there you go. But Kenneth, the floor is yours, my brother. What you think about the Pelicans win tonight, bro?
Tonight, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed, kind of. I feel like I didn't really learn nothing new. I feel like we kind of just fell in a lap of like a win, just fell in our laps or something like that. I don't know. I feel like Willie Green could have put some of the other guys in, helped them develop in this game. I feel like this could have been a developmental game for the other guys, just like how they was in the G League and they was developing. I feel like could have developed in the game, but Willie kept them in, kept the starters in, and he really didn't play this dude till like 2 minutes left. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really feel too good after this one. I mean, we won by 20, but it was I felt it was more of the other team, which is really, really bad, and they just missed a lot of shots. And I don't know. I feel like I don't know what's going on with Dwayne Casey too. It seemed like Dwayne Casey isn't really coaching like he used to coach when he was coaching in Toronto too. So I don't mean there's a bunch of things that
he had a more talented team in Toronto.
But it is not even that it was a talented team. It seemed like they're not even doing nothing. They just go out there and they just go play basketball. It seemed like they didn't have no real schemes or nothing or offense. They was just passing the ball to Grant and just trying to see what they could get out of it. Every possession seemed like they wasn't even running nothing really. But I don't know. Maybe we just took them out of their sets and they couldn't run nothing. But yeah, I mean, I don't really feel too different than the team that I saw last game to this game. I feel like it's the same team. So.
All right, thank you, Brother Kenneth, for that, man. Brother Kenneth said he wasn't really that impressed with the win. A lot of things he felt could have went different. I feel that. I understand that, Brother Kenneth. Thank you for that. Randolph, how you
praying
doing?
For Kyra too.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, Randolph?
I ain't nothing much, man. First of all, man, I take a win however the hell we can get it, man. You know, cause that first quarter, man, had me sitting there like I was like, James, well, I know damn well we not about to lose to the Pistons.
Right.
You know, but what I would say is I like the way we closed out the first half. And in the second half, man, just to go off what you guys talking about BI, man, what impressed me about BI in the second half, man, it was like 3-4 possessions in a row. He was on Cunningham, man, and his effort on defense, man, going over those screens, contesting those shots, and it seemed like the team fed off it, man. You know, we always looking at his offensive production, man, but his effort on defense, he that really impressed me tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the team fed off it. Like you said, he was making all the right plays. He wasn't forcing anything. Like against Denver, he actually, I mean, BI's game, it's funny when you get a coach that believes in you and trusts you. So right now, he has a coach in Willie who's saying, you know what, you good, but I know you can be great. And let's get there together. And you seen BI's game is growing. So imagine when Zion comes back. You know what I'm saying? So now, man, I'm just happy that we finally won the game, man. I see the growth in BI, man.
Yep.
JV, man. I'm so glad we don't still have Steven Adams, man. It's like, and I can't believe people saying it was a downgrade, man. I can't, but you know, to each his own, man.
They didn't say it was a downgrade. They said it was the same. It was even.
Yeah. And I was like, what part of even are they talking about? I mean, you go and look at the footage on Big D.
Exactly. What are you guys watching, man? But this team, man, with a young team, man, you know, they got to take their lumps, man. They're learning how to win, man. But before the night, man, I just have to ask it. Houston has won 7 games in a row, and I look at Houston and I look at us, and I'm like, damn, I know we have more talent than the Rockets. How in the hell can they put 7 in a row together? And the best we've been able to do this year is 2 in a row, and the same shit bites us in the ass time and time and time again. You know, sometimes it gets frustrating, man. You know, hey, man, this is our team. We represent our city. We want them to do well, man. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, man, it's like, damn, God, Houston. I look at Houston roster, then I look at Washington, man. Washington and Houston, man. You're not gonna tell me if we played a series that they top to bottom, they got more talent than us. You know what I'm saying? So that's all, man. But I'm happy with the win. Hopefully we can start building, man, and start stacking some of these W's together, man, to try to get ourselves out of this hole.
All right, thank you, Randolph, for that, bro. I'm with you on that. I'm ready for another streak, man. 2, 3, you know, a good streak, man. We can kind of put a dent in that win-loss ratio, man. Kind of catch up to some of them losses that we have right now, man. As the Pelicans,
right?
They climb to what? They get their 8th win tonight.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's big in the team.
Double digits soon, bro.
Yeah,
10 and 20 look a lot better than 8 and 20.
Right there, you know, a couple more wins, you get double-digit wins on the season. So yeah, I'm for that. All right, thank you, brother Randolph. We got Nola Danke coming up next. Brother Danke, how you doing tonight? The floor is yours, my brother.
Hey, what's happening, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
All right. I'm gonna piggyback off to brother Randolph. I don't know what old boy Kenny talking about, man. He want a pretty win, man. I take him anywhere we can get him. We lost so many damn games.
I didn't say that a pretty win. I said I wanted them to learn something. I didn't learn that. They was just themselves.
I say,
yeah, but what I'm saying is
that's learning right now.
Well, that's
what I'm saying is we lost too many games, which is like missing shots, turnovers, stuff like that. That's what they learned. Don't turn the ball over. 30 assists. That's a win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we figured.
But they've done that before. It's not like they can't do that.
But that's the thing. That's the thing when it comes to like the guys that you're talking about, like. Because I heard the same thing in like the Twitter spaces at night where somebody said, like, why don't we play some of the younger guys? I'm like, I'm not playing them if it's going to cause us to lose. Like, right now, like, because I think people also don't realize losing kills development too.
Yeah.
Like, it kills development too. Like, it can hurt a lot of, especially like a guy like Trey Murphy. Like, because because I think the thing, and I said this in the Twitter space tonight, the reason why he not playing is because he still is trying to figure out the NBA game, right? Like if you watch, the one thing he's good at is the spot up shooting, right? Like, but whenever somebody is driving, he don't move to like get open for them to make the shot. Like he stay in place, he don't move. The reason why Herb Jones gets so much playing time, especially starting off with then Trey Murphy, is the fact that
movement.
He moves the ball, and not only do he move on like the cuts and everything like that, but he can also facilitate. He can dribble the ball, bring the ball up the court. Like
Very
he's
active. Yeah.
very, very active. So,
Right.
and I think also the reason why you're not playing him now, Trey Murphy giving him a whole bunch of time, is he's not like a guy like a Zion or even Cade Cunningham, for instance, like the number 1 top 3 pick where he's your franchise guy, and so if he's struggling, you play him through the struggle. You can't do that with him. You have to make sure that his confidence is up. And I think Willie know what he's doing. Like I think he not having him out there to where his confidence is killed, to where like he don't even want to shoot the ball no more.
Right.
Yeah,
That's a great point,
I
James.
understand that. Yeah, I say this though. I mean, I'm just looking at it like this is our blueprint. I mean, we saw a lot of games now. If we around 27 to 30 assists, right, and 15 turnovers or less, that's our blueprint to win. I mean, it's in black and white now.
Yep.
You know, we know what kind of team we is. Man, I'm kind of
Hello?
sad for Kyra. I think he's gonna come back strong, but you know, Kyra was coming into his own, man, and we saw it.
Yep.
So going forward, I said this about 3 weeks ago, man. I'm done with Satoransky. You know, I don't know what his
For real.
price is, but it's like at this time he a liability right now when he on the floor. So what Brother James was talking about Trey Murphy and his confidence, I understand that, but this what I would do. I would play Trey Murphy and tell him, listen, we need 100% effort on defense. We need you to crash the boards like you good at times. Don't just stand in the corner, move when you can, and put Nikhil at the backup point guard. Because if you look at our system, we don't want like a traditional point guard pick and roll type of offense like we need a Chris Paul type of point guard. It's a give and go, come off the screens, get a ball back to the center, rotate, stuff like that. So we don't need a creative point guard. We just need a dude that, you know, is good at inbound passes, post passes and stuff like that. Nikhil will do better because Satoransky.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go
Bro.
Go ahead, Dan. Can finish your thought,
I'll
bro.
say it when you finish your thought.
Right now, Satoransky, man, he's a liability at times, and it's like I know Trey Murphy's limitations, but to me, his length can help us out. You know, because we do a lot of switching on defense. Go ahead, buddy. You want to say something? Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Danke. That was just DJ testing the sound. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, his length can help us out, and I mean, we're struggling at the starting point guard also. I mean, it's been too many games now with Devontae Graham. I mean, his shot is off right now, man. And if he's not giving us
a good job facilitating and trying to set the offense up, though.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like he's doing that.
It is, but
I'm just about to close it out.
It's not. He's not giving us nothing else. It's like he's not giving us a lot of assists. He's not a horrible defender, but you know, he's not a great defender. So you come in with the backup point guard and he's not giving you production. That's going to cost us games going forward, man. So we got to do something with that position.
I think
that's what I'm gonna say right now.
Go ahead.
I'm just happy they beat somebody that I feel like they should have beat. Me being honest, like we've been losing to all the sad teams. To be honest with you, ain't nobody pay attention to that. We've been beating the hard teams. It's been the teams we supposed to beat. We've been losing to, like the Rockets. How we lose that game?
I mean, they
is on like an 8-game win streak or something.
They're hot right now.
They sad though, man.
Well,
they got a better bench than we got.
I'm about to say y'all can say they.
That's the key.
Y'all can say they sad, but if a team is on a winning streak, like they lost tonight, but they beat the Nets the other night. Like they beat
Right.
the Nets. Like
Yeah.
so they was
Yeah,
they
but
was
they
hot.
was without KD and LaMarcus Aldridge too.
Yeah.
Okay, well they still was they was coming in with us on a 5-game, 6-game winning streak. Like they had a streak going, and sometimes you just get caught up in that. Like it is what it is. Like think about all the teams. Like you said, we would lose to the team we should have beat. In the last 10 games, you can't say that because the last 10 games, the worst teams that we played against were you can say the Houston Rockets, and then you can say Detroit. We beat Detroit.
OKC too. We
No, I'm
lost to
talking
them.
the last. Well, that wasn't in the last 10 games though. That was
But
like
I'm
before that we
just
went
saying,
on.
we should have beat them.
Yo, I understand that, but I'm also saying like, and I'm talking about in the last 10 games. I'm just focusing on the last 10 games. Where we're like 5-5 or 6-4 or whatever. Like they said, we're 4-2 with the current starting lineup that we had with Josh Hart, Bi, Herb Jones, Graham, and Valanciunas. They're 4-2. So obviously we're winning more games than we losing with that starting lineup. So the thing is that we're beating teams that are good. I mean, and then think about it. We should have beat the Denver Nuggets,
Yeah.
but the MVP went off.
Nuggets.
Like
Yep.
the dude,
Yeah.
he's a top 5 player in the league,
Yeah.
and
39 in that game.
he went off. Like it
He went
is what it
off.
is. Like
But
that's
they fumbled it away in the last minute,
They was
45
up by
seconds.
They
5.
had the game.
You
It should
know,
never went
Yeah,
in
they was
regulation.
up
that's
by
what.
I
5
It,
points.
I
no,
can't give them a
James is
pass
saying.
for that
no,
going
I'm
on.
not giving.
They
I'm
still
not
could have
giving.
won.
I'm not giving a pass. Like that's what I'm saying.
Coming down the stretch,
Like
right.
we that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not giving a pass. Like we did. Like I still think one of them that charge that they reversed and then or they
2
gave
of
it
them.
to be like
Right.
I felt to me and you're right. We can't give them a
That was a
break for
huge
that.
call, right?
But like you helped like you killed any momentum that we had, and then we could have went down there and scored again. But now what happened is Bi we did good on defensively. They got the rebound, and then Bi fired on the 3-point shot, and that pretty much like well there it is, right? So you're right. We didn't do what we were supposed to do in that game, but also let's not act like they didn't have an MVP on their squad that did what the fuck he do.
But
Right? Like
but
that's the thing. Like the Houston game, I understand it looks bad because they got the same record we do, but at the same time, we're also at a point where we can't just sit there and take a team just because they're trash and be like, oh well, we just here chunk that up as a win. No,
that's how they
like
look at us.
But no, stay
no,
on
they
that
don't.
Houston game though.
But
Stay
they
on that
don't look at
Houston game.
no like
Man, everybody coming here saying they're gonna beat the Pelicans, man.
No, what
Everybody.
I'm
If they on a
saying with that,
losing streak, they say the Pelicans is the team to beat. So what you trying to tell me is we a bottom feeder. We
no,
everybody
think about
homecoming.
that Houston game though. Let's go back to that Houston game. And you know how they say the NBA is a matchup league, right? And when you go back to that game, I mean, let's face it, man, the referees sucked that damn game, especially that female referee. I mean, she was just blowing the whistle just to blow the damn whistle. But if you looked at it, man, our problem in that game was the pace of play. And Josh Hart didn't play that game. And every time we watch Josh Hart, he get the rebound, and what he do? He set the pace. He's like the Greyhound dog. He get the ball and he run in the flow, and everybody else run with him, and that sets our offense up. You go back to that game, it was a slow. They walked the ball up a lot. They played a half court set a lot, and that's just not our game. We much better getting up and down the court. So you got to give Houston credit. They coaching staff credit. They know their strengths. They know their weaknesses. Man, we not look at like everybody is pretty much in the same range right now. There's nobody just running away
Real talk.
outside of Golden State and stuff like that. Everybody is the same. So when we miss Josh Hart for a game, that's going to cost us. When we miss Kyra for the rest of the year, or whoever, that's going to cost us because we're good enough to beat teams, but we're not good enough if we're missing a player to win that game.
I think that's the thing too is that I think people don't realize is that especially at the guard position, our depth is so thin, right? Like the first time when Josh Hart got hurt and he missed those games, right? I was like, you could tell the difference between him being on the court because we have to give guys minutes that shouldn't be getting a whole bunch of minutes. Now with Kyle Lewis being hurt, now we got the transition to giving Sadaransky and Garrett Temple more minutes. And as much as everybody keep talking about, well, put Trey Murphy in, I'd rather have Trey Murphy. Like Trey Murphy don't do what you need him to do to take over those minutes that Kyra missing. Like you're really, to be honest with you, it really only real solution. I know people keep bringing up Jose Alvarado. I don't really like. I mean, I like his heart, and I like how he, he's so energetic.
I've
But I
been
feel,
saying that too.
but I feel sometimes he's a little too he too wild. Like we seen, like what was it? Like was it tonight? I think it was tonight or another night. He stole the ball and then like threw the ball out of bounds. Like damn
No,
near
that
to the.
wasn't his fault. Your boy missed the ball, man.
That wasn't no, but you
Nah,
don't
he
supposed to.
overthrew it.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to throw that ball. Like you stole it. Like you threw it and then it went into the second row. Like goddamn. Like it's just, and that's the thing too, where I like his effort, but I think offensively he be so he does too much, and that's what we finally got to the point with Cairo. Like we got him where, hey, bro, just be fast. You ain't got to do too much. Just be fast, blow past people when you got an advantage, and that's the reason why I like that him getting hurt so much. And I think the only thing you could do now with the 15th coming up, you're gonna have to make a trade for a guard or something. Like you're gonna have to do something, because I don't think you can't have Satoransky out there too long. I don't think Alvarado is the answer. Like I don't. Like he gonna go out there. I think he probably sit there and do a little something here and there. But I think that he'll cause just as many issues as he would as helping.
Man, I think he better than Satoransky though, bro. He'll do
James
it.
don't believe in
man.
nobody.
I'd rather
At least
him.
he'll shoot
Yeah,
a
I agree
floater,
with that,
bro. I
man.
didn't
I'm
watch him
sorry.
shoot a floater. Like this dude had a wide open floater tonight and passed me and got us a shot clock violation.
I
Dog.
don't even think
That boy pass up
Man, that
layups.
boy horrible, man.
But see, I think that's the thing. Like, I don't even, and maybe it is slightly better, because that's really my only frustration with Satoransky is the fact that it'd be a wide open shot, and it's like, bruh, just put the bitch up. Like, it's even if it's a rebound, we can do something with it. But
Put it
like,
back.
yeah,
He's gonna
just
put
put
it back.
right,
Van
just
Tunis
You
gonna
want to talk
put it
about
back.
damn
He's been doing it
frustration?
the whole
right.
game.
But I also,
My
like I
damn
said,
frustration with Satoransky is he got old man handles. Like I never saw a dude in the NBA. I never saw him
Oh
go between his
man.
legs, man.
Man, the
But
He
he
bull.
be
get
playing
where
like he in the
he get where he
1980s.
need to go though at Danky. He not flashy.
Man, he get where he need to.
Saturansky,
Oh
scatter
my
He
god.
Saturansky,
get
get in
he
the
get.
paint, he get
They
past
let him go
people.
to the corner. That's all he want to go is to the
I'm
corner and
but
stand there.
he get where he won't get on the floor. I can't knock him on that, bro.
Yeah,
With
if
the
you gonna
old
go to the
man
corner, I'm
handles
gonna
and
let you go to
everything.
the corner. If you're not anything but the basket, he try to go anywhere but the basket.
Yeah, DC, I let him go anywhere on the floor too. He ain't no
He
hard.
can't
He ain't
go
gonna
do
shoot
shit.
the
He ain't
damn
gonna do
thing.
nothing with the
We
damn
gotta
ball.
we
I
gotta come
mean,
out and
it
be
ain't,
real.
there you go. I could go do that.
All I
that's
gotta do is guard all your outlet passes.
DC and Q, we gotta be real, man. The Bulls tricked us, bro. They got us, bro. They pulled one.
Tricked
but
us.
They ain't trick us. They
Man,
trick
that was
David Griffin. They trick
no.
Griffin.
I
they
feel
tricked
I
Yeah, I ain't
ain't gonna even
probably.
fake with
They
you.
ain't
I
never
don't.
believe in this shit.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
fake with you. I believe I felt that was an emotional ass trade.
They had to be,
Like
man.
I
Come
don't
on,
think
man.
I don't think he got tricked. I feel that he was emotional as hell. He was pissed off because the whole Lonzo and what the fuck is
You think he was
agent.
trying to keep him?
No.
Rich Paul.
I'm talking about like the fact that Rich Paul, they did the talking and shit before everything went down, and it felt like, you know what, fuck it then. Since you want out of here, I just get your ass up out of here, and then you just traded for whatever the fuck the Chicago say. Hey, we'll give you Satoransky and whatever, bro. As long as we get his ass up out of here. Like I just like it felt like an emotional ass trade to me. Like
Why
because
why
there's
why
Well,
would it
that's
get to that point though? If we already knew he had to
right.
already knew Lonzo wanted out of here.
But see,
You
that's the
know,
thing that don't make because like there's no I refuse to believe, and if that's the case, that he need to be fired if he truly felt that Satoransky and Garrett Temple
Man,
was was
he had
was
to know
I
was,
that.
think
was
he thought I think he thought they could be decent role players, and Devontae Graham was gonna save the day and all of that
well
shit.
somebody said what I heard too was
Man,
that
that's
what,
stupid, man. That's
what I
crazy.
well not the Devontae Graham thing, but what I heard was that they truly believed that they had a good shot of getting Kyle Lowry, and
Right. They had
so
to. Yeah.
so
Right.
they really was they said he really was like trying to get the cap off so he could have the money to sign Kyle Lowry. To me, the reason why I have an issue with that is because
That's still stupid.
it's stupid because my whole
We know
thing
they
is
don't want to get that
I
guy.
I truly believe, and I kept saying this. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Kyle Lowry would have been done good. I still wouldn't have paid him no $100 million.
Nah,
But
I
at
agree
the
Hell
same,
with
no.
but at the same time, it's like, why would he come to us? Let's be honest. Let's be real. Like, it wasn't like we was the Suns
you.
the
I
year
get where you come
before
from.
that ran and had like a hot streak going on. Like, let's say we had made the playoff last year or some shit like that. Then I would have felt felt better of us going after Kyle Lowry. But because we 2 years away from, we 2 years never made the playoffs, couldn't even sniff the play in both those years, and then you're gonna sit there and say you're gonna try to convince Kyle Lowry, an NBA champion, who is he's obviously not gonna stay with the team that he's gonna be at, and he has Miami came up, like, you might well stop talking to him because it's a championship caliber team, or they championship organization. They in sunny fucking Miami. Like, come on, like, and it's tax free. Like, you had no chance to get that man. Then they talked about he tried to go after CP3. CP3 wasn't leaving the Suns. He wasn't
After
leaving
they
the
went
Suns.
to a championship. Man,
Like, yeah, like, he's not leaving the Suns. Like, if he left the Suns, the only place he was gonna go was to Los Angeles.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. So I just don't understand that. I think that's the reason why he ended up snitching on the Bulls and Miami, because he felt some type of way about Kyle Lowry and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, that's your fault. Like, you knew.
But that's the most frustrating thing, though. Like, we average Joe's fans, we know that. You know what I'm saying? We know that how that's gonna play out. How the hell you in the NBA front office and you don't know that? You don't know those scenarios are gonna play out like that.
Man,
Like,
need to go
I don't get it,
Isaiah
man.
Thomas, man. They need to go get Isaiah Thomas. At least he can make a floater. At least he could score and run the pick and roll with Valanciunas. That's what they need to do.
I still felt we should have went and got, because my whole thing was that I didn't feel that we needed to go and do like big splash shit, like go get CP3. Like, don't get me wrong, if CP3 said, yeah, come here, nigga, I am not complaining. Like, I'm not. Like, if he said he come here. But I was at the thought process too, is like, look, you don't need to hit home runs, just hit singles. Like, just get on base. Just get on base. Just get.
He trying to save his ass.
But see, that's the thing.
That's
like,
what it is. He desperate.
Exactly.
Because you at a point now where you got the same mistakes. Not same mistake, but you have guys on your team that's young making the same mistakes that the young guys from last year made, that the young guys from the year before is making, and it's just a situation where I wanted guys that were gonna come in and be smart, veterans, and everybody keep talking about like player development and developing Kyra, doing all this other stuff and everything. I kept saying that there's only two motherfuckers on this team that I worry about their development, and that's Bi and Zion. Now we got Herb Jones. Herb Jones look like he a fixture.
He worth developing.
He worth developing, right? Even Trey Murphy, to a certain degree, like, I think he's worth developing. But we could get a good enough player, and we got Trey Murphy. So be it. Like, I like Trey Murphy, but if you could get somebody that's gonna make a difference, like, you give up on that. And you know how I feel about Jackson Hayes. I think he a lost cause.
Oh man, he's a flower pot.
Shoes already. We get him his shoes.
You call it a flower pot?
Yeah, he a flower pot, man.
I would keep Jackson Hayes in the G League, man.
I don't want Jackson Hayes on my team.
Man, I don't want him on the. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. Yeah. That ship done sailed, man.
Because think about it. Honestly, out of all the draft picks that we had, Jackson Hayes is the only one that you can look at and be like, God damn, bro, like, you ain't got no better.
Yeah, he just all over the court.
Like, you ain't got, like, you can't even get the sip. Like, at least, like I said, we saw.
Right, he just drank a whole bunch of energy drinks and just get all in the damn coat and just go crazy.
Like, at least with Nall, like, people say, Nall has had an off year this year, and I understand. But, like, at least you can point.
Off year, he averaging 15.
But as far as his shooting percentages, he's having like he's like 33% from three and stuff like that. But the thing is, at least with him, like, as long as you do this, you're successful. As long as you attack the basket, you're good. What can you point to Jackson Hayes that you say, like, hey, bro, as long as you do this, that you do well, you
catch
it. Well, I'm gonna be real. Like, he probably could pick and roll and rim run. He
can't pick and roll because he can't set a pick. He got no patience.
He can rim run after his weak ass pick.
Dog,
if we had a real good point guard play, I think.
Tell him again, Randolph. Tell him again. DC heard it the first time. You talk about pick. What Jackson Hayes lead?
I should have just said roll. He can roll.
No
That's what
shit.
What he lead? DC? What Jackson Hayes lead the league in? What did he lead the league in?
Hey, James.
Go ahead, tell him.
Patient picks, bro.
Hey, James.
Bro, if you bring up, DJ, if you bring up Nall, I'm gonna cut you out.
I don't think we
Hey,
in a
James.
position.
Man, that
though.
dude could protect the rim, man.
Man,
That's
that
how
don't
dude
good
think
he
don't
we
can
in a
get
protect the
position.
rim.
rebounds, man.
Protect the
He
rim.
can't protect the
Can't
rim.
protect the
Rebounds,
rim
man.
because
But
he
listen,
don't
but
never
this
know
the
where
thing
he's
though.
supposed to be at.
I don't think we in a position as a organization to give up on young assets,
Yes,
man.
the fuck we
We
are.
got to run this thing.
I
No,
wouldn't. I
we got to
wouldn't
see
give
this
up
thing
on him.
through.
He
No,
only
We
we
got to see
don't.
this thing
what he
through.
No,
21.
not with him. Not with
He's
him. Like,
21, man.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
this
if he could
But
turn
this is
into
third year,
JaVale
right?
McGee,
He's been here for 3
yeah,
years, correct?
y'all remember
right.
JaVale McGee? You remember how horrible that shit looked and what he turned
Yeah,
into?
so
And they
now you,
traded
Hold
him,
on, hold
right?
Man,
on,
but
PC.
these
that boy was
They
cool.
traded
JaVale,
him.
now come on, JaVale wasn't as nah,
Yes,
cut
he
that
is.
out.
That's
no,
he
he
was
we
a
we
clown,
we,
boy.
we
He
keep
was
yeah,
he
bro.
was
He
He
was
only
Clowning
got
ass
laughing
with the
at
hold on,
us,
hold
ball.
on.
Boy,
man.
come on,
don't do
Now
that
man.
he
to
was
he
here
was
for
JaVale.
acting the fool.
we talking about JaVale McGee at
He,
Washington, right?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. He wasn't.
Now
with
He was.
Washington,
He was what
he was
Jackson Hayes.
bad.
He was what
He was
Jackson Hayes
Jackson
is
Hayes.
right now.
Nah,
But the,
he's
his
worse than
defense
Jackson
was a
Hayes.
lot better than Jackson
He was
Hayes, though,
worse.
bro.
He was worse than Jackson
Yeah, he
Hayes.
was
I ain't
I
worse.
gonna.
ain't
He
gonna
was
say he
he
was
That
was
boy
worse.
on
I ain't
used
gonna
to
say
Shaq
he
and
was
the
nobody,
He was
worse.
fool.
bad,
nobody
Q.
even
He
touch
was on
him.
Shaq and the fool every week.
Yeah,
Like
he
they
used
had
to
a
That's
do
disaster
all
because
of
with
this
Shaq.
Shaq and
stuff,
the
That's
man.
fool.
Shaq, and
But
Shaq and him had a beef
but
going
BQ,
on or
I say
something,
this.
man. You tripping on the
I
dude.
honestly believe that Jackson Hayes and JaVale McGee are at that time and early in the age, like they're tit for tat. Like they both were struggling and they both couldn't do the something. Really, the only thing that they were good at it was out jumping people, being athletic as hell and running
Yeah.
the court. Right. The
They both
thing
just
is,
rolled out of
Every
bed
once in a
right,
while, they get a
and
nice
picked up
little
a
block or
basketball.
something or a
right.
dunk, and that was
Right,
it.
and the thing is that look, if Jackson Hayes ends up having a career like JaVale McGee, that's fine. The issue is that it took JaVale McGee 7 to 8 years to get to that point that you do not have. Like Nola talking about, like Nola Dankins talking about, like, well, we got to ride this out. There's some people, yes, it's worth riding out. Zion is worth riding out. I say Herb Jones is worth riding out. Jackson Hayes over the last
Hold
three.
on.
This is what I'm
I ain't
saying.
lying, Jackson. He good for riding out.
But he's not good for
Long as
right
he
now
But
got
this
because
is
better
our
He
no,
could
He's
first
not
hold on,
develop
doing
year.
nothing.
Well,
How he
James,
good if he ain't doing
hold on,
nothing?
hold on.
well,
The
in
thing,
his
This is
defense, he
our
only been
first
playing
year.
basketball, what, 4 years?
but that's not
three,
my
Hey,
Yeah,
we
pro-
but this
got
is
big
our
three,
first
games, man. We can
3
year.
ride.
years.
We
Hold on,
He had
fam.
one
One at a
legit
time.
off
One at a
season.
time, fam.
hold on.
Y'all got to get.
One legit off season
But
in
see
3
that's
years.
the thing. You right.
right,
Everybody bring
right,
that up saying
exactly. D.
everybody
Good point.
everybody bring it up and say that he's
Damn,
only
come on,
played
boy.
basketball for like 4 years, right? Because he played like he started his senior year, right? Like that's when he started playing basketball. That's for one. That's your dumb ass fault for drafting him, knowing he only played 2 years of basketball. That's
That's
one thing.
true.
The second thing
That's
is
true.
too is that you also understand that it's going like he's going to be 2 years away from being 2 years away from being 2 years away. Like he was a
Damn, James.
he was a project. Like because think about it. Think about everybody else that we've drafted so far. Zion, the obvious, right? Nikhil Alexander Walker, as much as like I said, we have some issues with him. You at least see we know what he can be. We know you know what as long as he do this, he's successful. When he's attacked the basket, don't settle for threes. He has good games and very efficient games, right? And we
Right.
know his role. We put him on the bench and have him come off the bench and give a spark to the offense. He does that. The other thing. So you look at Kyra Lewis. He looked like he was figuring it out at some the last 5-6 games that he was Willie was giving a whole bunch of stuff. We got Herb Jones. That he's outplaying Jackson Hayes now as a rookie, and he was a second round pick.
Herb
The,
something
But he
different
was a
though, bro.
4 year player,
Herb
fam.
Well,
outplaying a
but see,
lot of
I
rookies.
understand.
He
But see,
was a
but
4
hold
year
on. But
player.
I
Herb
understand that.
outplaying
Don't
Gary
forget
Hold
that.
Temple.
on. Hold on.
yeah.
Wait.
One at a time, fam.
Let me
One at
finish.
a
Let me
time.
finish. Let me finish. My point is that every single player outside of Trey Murphy that's young and a rookie that's that we drafted in the last 3 years are outplaying Jackson Hayes to the point that you can't focus on developing every single. We got 5 niggas that we trying to develop at the same time. That don't work. That never works. You need to focus on
Why?
2 or 3 dudes.
All right, all right.
It
Let me go next.
it never it has never because guess what? Because you can't you only have so much time with each individual person. Right, so many people that you can also develop, so many minutes that you can give each individual person. So if somebody like think about it, Jackson Hayes when he was out there, he was causing other issues not only with himself, but the fact that we had to play Jonas 40 minutes a game and wearing him out. Right, like he's not just a negative person for himself, but he's causing decline for a player that we need in the long run. As soon as we put Billy in, guess what? Billy, I'm pretty sure his minutes, Jonas, have dropped down at least by 7 minutes because you don't have to worry about running back in the game because Jackson Hayes can't defend. He can't set no screen. He can't fucking rebound. He can't fucking like he don't even dunk the ball hardly no more as much as he used to. At least you had like 5 of them a game. You get 1. Like it's just like, bro, what the hell are you doing?
But
He
that
don't.
got to do with our point
It's a
guard
lot of
play,
facts
though,
on
James.
that. There's a
We ain't
lot
got
of
no
facts on
what.
that.
We ain't got.
Nah,
Listen,
but Q,
what's-
you saw
what's the-
how
This
his
the
third
big
year,
deal of
JaVale
getting rid
McGee
of
had
him. Like, what do
28
we?
points. 28 minutes. I think Jackson Hayes could score 10 points in 28 minutes.
Yeah, but we gotta
He's
be
played
patient.
28
Listen, bro.
minutes. He ain't did nothing.
What you
Big men
mean?
take
This
longer
man
to
played
develop.
less than 28 minutes. He was scoring 10 points.
We can't afford for him to play. He can't stay on the court long enough because when he's on the court, he's a complete negative to the point. Like I said, he don't set a good enough screen.
Well,
He don't run good enough. He don't defend the rim.
Were we saying this?
All that-
Were we saying this at the end of the season last year?
No,
The answer is no.
We wasn't
right.
not. We wasn't
So
not.
it's obviously something with Willie
Right.
Green's system that Jackson Hayes hasn't figured out.
But
so
Exactly.
we give
That's
up
a good
on a
point.
dude we drafted number 8 for what? Like for what? Like for a roster
Right.
spot?
And that
Like,
goes back to my point. He's overplaying these dudes. He's not. He's trying to train some of the young dudes. He's trying to train Herb, but it seemed like he just running the other dudes into the ground, and that's not sustainable.
Watch how
Y'all
Jackson
missing the
Hayes
main
look when
point, though.
Zion come back too. I want y'all to
Right.
remember that.
I don't
When he
really
gets
think
some
it
minutes,
gonna matter.
when he
Y'all
gets some
missing the main
minutes,
point, though.
when he gets some
We
minutes
don't-
with Zion and Bi,
Right.
if they ever
Or just
put
play
him
with
out
a
there
smart
with him,
point guard. The
Zion
point guard should
be
play.
a point guard.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
this is
have
the
a
thing, though.
That's what I'm
This is
saying.
our
point guard like
first
that.
year.
Hold on,
This
fam.
is our first year with a G League team, man. He does not have to play. Take him to the G League. Let him work on setting screens.
Right.
Let him
once
work on boxing out.
Danky, he
and give
scored
him
30.
time.
He was tearing it up in the
That's
G League in the night he played for the
Exactly.
squadron. He had 30
Keep
something
his ass
points. He was
down
flying
there.
around, dunking on
He got a
people.
little too buffed up, Q.
But here's
But
the
it
thing.
just don't transition to the NBA came back in there and he was running over people.
And see, that's the thing. Like
Well, the team he played against, Q, everybody on the team was like short, 6'7" or shorter.
I know. He was Shaquille
So,
O'Neal
I
and
mean,
he was Shaquille O'Neal full size against kindergartners. So I mean, at the end of the day, like I said about Jackson Hayes, one of the comments I'm gonna let you have the flow, James. Todd made a great comment. He said Jackson was a boom or bust pick. If he pans out, he would be Tyson Chandler. If he doesn't, he's Hilton Armstrong. Right now, he's better than Hilton Armstrong. So let me just tell you that. But anyway, go ahead, James. Floor is yours, bro. Hilton Armstrong. Good grief.
Nah, but see, who was saying something?
I just wanted to say I don't understand why they don't pay him at the power forward. I just don't.
He probably don't know.
Right,
he probably
right.
don't know all the intricacies of the
Probably.
position with this offense.
He probably.
I'm pretty sure he don't.
I mean, that's
ain't no probably about it, DC.
But here's the thing, and I understand. DC, you brought up said like what we saying this last year. No, what we saying this at the end of last year. It was no, because we expected him to have a better start to the season. Like,
Right.
and so, like you know what I'm saying. So since he's been here, we'll be like, hey, he's struggling. He get bent. He come back. He play well. Then he get benched again because he playing bad again. It's a consistent thing. So obviously, right now, this is where he's at. I think he needs to go to a team that obviously can afford to just play him a whole bunch of minutes. We can't.
I disagree with that.
Turn
We
down
don't
your
have the
TV, Willie.
luxury. We do not have the luxury
Willie,
to give
turn
up
the flow
on
model down, bro.
assets and talented players. And also, don't forget, he was a one-year player. We know he was raw. We got to be patient. Big men take a longer time.
Turn your flow model TV down.
Hold
Willie.
on. Let me turn the TV off. Hold on.
He had three different. He had three different coaches, three different systems he had to learn.
Everybody else did too.
Don't forget
Everybody
that.
else did
He
too.
also had COVID.
Everybody-
He also had COVID restrictions in the summer. He couldn't develop right. All I'm
Boy,
saying
y'all
is we don't have the luxury
disrespecting them
to give up
dead.
on young players.
Oh no,
We
we
just
don't have
that
no
luxury.
we don't have the luxury to wait on dudes to be JaVale McGee in 8 years. Like that's the thing, you know. Like think about it, every team that has tried to tank and be sorry. Like what they try to what they trying to do, right? They trying to tank so they can get that franchise player, that superstar. Well, right now, we believe that we possibly have our franchise player in Zion and also our second guy in B.I. Once you get those dudes, now you're trying to figure out how to build around them to make your team better. We're in year 3 Zion. We had B.I. for 3 years. Both of those dudes last year averaged 50-plus points a game. At this point, now, you like I said, 2 straight years not make playoffs. Now, don't get me wrong. I get what you're saying. A lot of the circumstance and all that stuff, we didn't get a chance to really develop some of the guys like with his hair, Stanford Gundy, all that stuff sound good. That don't matter. We're in year 3. We're in year 3 with Zion and B.I. and stuff like that. We have other young players that are playing better than Jackson Hayes currently. Herb Jones is playing better than Jackson Hayes. You have Tyra Lewis at the time was playing better than Jackson Hayes. So you focus on the dudes that seem like they're actually getting it. And you sitting there saying like we can't sit there and afford to give up on assets. No, we ain't got time to sit there and burn assets to let's just sit there because we send them to the G League. It's gonna kill any value that you could give him.
You're not gonna get nothing for him right now.
No,
you gonna get a lot more
if you really want to follow your plan. You do better. Let him play up to at least what he did at the end of last year. And then try to get off.
But think about this. Think about this. You just sent a player that you drafted with the 8th pick, a lottery pick, to the G League in his 3rd year. Like that's the thing. That don't sound. You see what I'm saying? Think about that message. Guess who else did that? It don't sound good. No. Guess who else did that? New York with what's that dude named? Linka, whatever the fuck his name was. They gave up on him after 2 years.
Frank Nikita.
Frank Nikita. They gave
He's
him
actually a good player though, man. I mean, he's a role player, but
playing well.
Yeah, but that's after he developed with somebody else.
Yeah,
he got better with some. That's the point.
He actually played. He played good.
But that's the point we're trying to say. Why let him go off and develop with somebody else when you could develop him now? You're not even trying nothing. You're doing the same thing every other coach did. You might as well try to put him at something else. Do something
garbage. Because you have enough guys that you have to focus on developing. You still have.
Why is he taking
what
away
other guys do we
focus,
have?
though,
What other
James?
backups do we have?
Billy Hernan Gomez.
That's not but Q. That's not developing. That's for right now. That's just a band-aid.
Taking nothing away from the team to let him ride out his rookie contract. And if it's still trash at the end of his rookie contract, let him walk. You ain't gonna get nothing for him.
We can only develop 2 players at a time. That's what you're saying.
I didn't say 2. I didn't say 2 players. I said how many draft picks?
Listen to me. Okay, that's why they wanted the G League team. They want to have a form system so they can have young players development. We are not getting free agents, man. I ain't saying nothing about we have to draft players. We have to have access. We have to build them up.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
It don't make sense. It don't matter how long it takes. Send the guys to the G League. Let them play. Let them develop. And
put that bitch around.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. How often are you sending your lottery player? Like you said, the G League is to develop players, right? But most dudes that you're sending to the G League are not the 8th pick in the draft. Like that's the thing that people not understand. Like the reason why you got drafted that high is because
that don't matter where you got drafted.
Keep saying, it does matter where you got drafted at because
not for us. Not for us.
Does.
We were trying to hit just like Big Q said, hit a single in that draft. We was trying to hit a home run with that 8th pick. So it is.
That was not a home run because they said he was a project. They said he was a project.
Trying to hit a home run, you could strike out. Exactly. James. That's what he gets.
This is the thing. We know where he's at right now, right? We're not getting free agents. Now we're not a free agent destination. So we have to develop our young players. Send them to the G League. Let him work on fundamentals, just rebounding, box out, setting good screens. He got a nice shot. He can make an open 3 if his confidence is up. He can make free throws.
Get rid of him.
Okay, but you know who else? Okay, so everybody can sit there saying like you.
I'm a little rusty in cooking thermodynamics. I want you to.
Go ahead, James.
So here's the thing, like. I think people, I didn't say you can only develop 2 guys at the same time. I'm saying that you have. No. Let me finish. I'm saying that we already got 4 guys ahead of him. 4, not 2. 4 ahead of him that are playing better than him that you rather put more energy in to sit there and make sure. Like Herb Jones is he's playing great defense, and is also you trying to focus on like, hey, we're gonna make sure you're a better
I
scorer.
just don't
He's a better player.
understand that logic.
Let me defend that.
Let me ask James one
Yeah, I
question.
don't
I just want to
understand
know
that
one
logic.
question.
I can't even finish it.
And then y'all could finish.
Let him
I just
finish his
got a
thought,
question
bro.
I've been wanting to ask for
Well,
like
he
5
said what he
minutes now.
said.
Go
But
ahead,
you said we
finish.
got 4
Keep
players,
saying the same
but
thing
we
about
got 3. We
development.
got 5
I don't
positions.
understand that.
Why can't
James,
why can't we develop each position?
We got
What is the benefit? What is the benefit?
Hold on.
I just want to ask one question. What is the
Can James
benefit
finish his thought first before you ask?
No,
of
let
getting rid of
DC go
Jackson
ahead.
Hayes? That's all I want to know. What is the benefit of getting rid of him right
Right.
now?
It don't make no sense.
What do we benefit?
Nothing, because ain't nobody gonna give you shit for him.
No, but what I'm sitting there saying is that again, there's a situation that you could probably have him and Sadaransky or a pick or whatever it is because Sadaransky is a declining. Can I finish?
No, bro.
He said Saturn.
All right, you know what? Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
No,
Y'all focus on Jackson Hayes.
Hold on. Before
You act like
everybody,
we about to start a whole Jackson Hayes camp or something. Like, oh, he's saying this shit. Let the man play until his
let
contract
me
run
say
out.
something right quick. Let me say something right quick. The Pelicans can't develop Polaroid film, man. Y'all need to stop it.
So what was Lonzo Ball then? We definitely developed Lonzo Ball. He was in his 5th year.
Lonzo Ball.
Let me ask you a question, dude. How you develop Lonzo Ball and he playing for the Bulls? That ain't no develop.
He wasn't that Lonzo Ball. He wouldn't have got that 20 million if he wouldn't have came here.
I don't care what. Hey, man, nobody want to hit them caveats, man. He ain't do shit when he was hit.
Man, y'all gotta understand
What
this
you
too,
mean
man.
he didn't do
James
nothing?
played with
James,
this
you gotta
guy.
remember this.
He made himself expendable. That's what Alonzo Ball did when he was playing for North. Made himself expendable.
How you expendable, but
what
you
y'all
making
think.
20 million? How you 20 million? How you expendable at 20 million?
He don't make 20 million for the Pelicans. The Bulls took a chance on that shit.
He playing trash over there. His stats been going down.
He not playing trash.
Boy,
Yeah,
that
he
boy
not playing trash. What game
I
are you
watched the Bulls.
watching?
I don't know what y'all watching.
What you watching, bro?
Doing the same thing he did here.
Man, that boy been no, he not. He just had 20 points. That boy playing trash. He had a donut in one game.
He did the same shit here. He did the same shit here.
But don't forget,
he not
we
trash,
traded
but
for
he ain't
BI.
playing
When
like
BI
20
got
million.
on our team, his
Y'all
fourth
don't
year
want to see
in
it
the
for what
league,
it is. That boy
his
playing
fourth year
horrible over
in the
there.
league, he made the All-Star team. He made a big jump. It takes certain players time, man. We can't listen. We know where he at right now. He's not where we want him to be. We understand that, but we're not in a position as an organization to give up on young talent like that.
You know
we
who else?
have to be patient.
You
with
know
him.
who else was in the same position we were not too long ago? I say about 6-7 years ago.
The Suns?
No, not the Suns. I ain't gonna say them two, but not the Suns. I'm gonna say the Milwaukee Bucks. You know what they did? They focused on developing 2 motherfuckers and said we're gonna keep moving until we figure this shit out. Cause you know who
Man,
they
you
know?
lying.
No, I'm not lying. How am I lying?
You lying.
All
You
right, go
lying.
ahead. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna tell you why you're lying. Man, you ain't got to develop no Giannis. Giannis 7 foot, man. All he had to do was work out a little bit.
Giannis was 6 foot. Giannis was 6'6" when he came into the league, and he was the 13th.
Man, you lying. That man was no 6'6". Man, you
All
lying, man. That man was no 6'6".
All right.
He was
Pull it up,
6'6". He was like probably like 130.
Nah, he was probably
he was
about
up,
6'7".
but he was
man,
light
that man
skinned.
was no 6'6", man. You need to stop that shit. Y'all always
Nah, I thought he was
try-
like 6'9". I think.
Hey, hold
He was
on.
like
Y'all
6'9".
always try
Don't
to
forget
compare.
this.
Y'all always try to compare these garbage ass players that the Pelicans got to people that don't prove themselves. Man, y'all need to stop that shit, man.
What's the point of a
I'm telling y'all
comparison
that
then? What's the
shit,
point of the
man.
word comparison if you're not supposed to use it?
Cause you can't compare a
forget
garbage
though,
ass nigga to compare a garbage ass nigga to a nigga that don't prove himself already. Man, y'all need to stop that shit, man.
Milwaukee couldn't get past 30 wins when they had Giannis the first 2 years.
Well, bro. Giannis had to work on this game a little bit. He worked on this game and he got over the hump.
I just said he developed, and you said he didn't.
No, he ain't developed. I said he worked on this game. He already
That's
had this shit
development.
with him.
That's development.
No,
What
he
the
ain't.
hell are we
Man,
talking about?
how you gonna develop 7 foot and athletic? You can't develop that shit. That man go out there and do what he do.
You could
But
you
yeah, at the
could work on
same
your
time,
jump
though,
shot. You could work on
it
your
wasn't just
IQ.
his
You could work
skills
on your
developing,
strength.
though. Don't forget, It wasn't just
Man,
his
y'all,
skills developing.
but
His
y'all
body
need,
developed. His body
He
man.
developed.
handles.
That's what we gotta wait for Jackson Hayes. His
Facts.
body is not developed yet, man.
But
You
also
That
at
can't
the
shit,
just
same,
take
hey,
advantage of
hold
the
on,
Jackson
hey
talent.
Hayes
Q,
ain't Giannis.
And
hey
this what
Q,
y'all don't
Nobody
understand
said he
about Jackson
was.
Hayes
That's
too.
what I'm
hey,
saying.
Jackson
I'm
Hayes,
saying
Giannis wasn't Giannis though. Like, you know,
Hey,
when
I
he
don't
came
want
in
to
the
over.
league.
Give his
Hey,
So
I
body
don't
some
want to
time,
over
man.
talk
He got
nobody.
aggression like Giannis. He got that
Hey, bro,
aggression.
how y'all gonna compare Giannis to Jackson Hayes? Man, y'all need to stop that shit, man. That ain't the same spectrum of players, man.
They both want to
Jackson
get to.
Hayes,
They both grab the ball and run down the court. What's the
man,
difference?
you lost your mind, man. Jackson Hayes, boy, Jackson Hayes can't find his ass with his own two hands, man. You need to stop
All
that
you
shit,
gotta
man.
do is just grab the ball and run to the goal. That's
man,
what.
You
That's
serious?
exactly what Jackson Hayes
Hey,
does.
hold on. Hey, I can tell that you never played no ball in your life because you can't just do that, man. They got people that gonna stop that shit.
He
man, they got
hadn't
Man,
Jackson.
stopped
listen,
it, but
man.
he. But I mean, that's
Listen.
the point of
We're not
working
trying to
around it.
compare him
That's
to
why.
Giannis.
That's
We just talking about in the aspects of the Pelicans. Now look at it like this. Look at a player like Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins' first 4 years, 5 years in the league, man.
number one
He was
overall draft
below
pick.
average.
Number one
It
overall
took
draft pick.
But
exactly.
hold on.
Yes, but listen, it
He
took
played.
him some
He
time
played for the
to get to
Minnesota.
where he's at right
He got
now.
drafted by
Sometimes it takes
Minnesota.
play.
Hold on, one at a time, brothers.
Hold on. Andrew Wiggins got drafted by
Yeah,
Minnesota. So what the hell he was gonna do in Minnesota over there?
bro.
That garbage ass team they got up there, bro. Come on, man.
he was
Man,
averaging like 20, huh?
Hey,
he
but
got
that shit.
drafted by the Cleveland
But look,
Cavaliers.
Minnesota
Then he
stunted
got
that
traded.
man
Second
growth.
of all, my point is, bro, it takes big men longer to develop. Historically, it does. Also, we comparing him to guards, Herb Jones, Kyrie Lewis, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Guys that handled the ball, they naturally develop faster because they handled the ball.
Point
Also,
point guard is
Jackson
literally the
Hayes'
hardest
body
position to get.
Bullshit.
come on, bro. I
Bullshit.
can't. I can't.
Hey, I
Well,
I
call
finish
can't.
your thought, Willie.
bullshit. I
All right,
call
And
Willie.
bullshit what
not
he
just
just
that,
said.
that
Willie, let
man
him
played
finish
with
his
three
thought, bro.
different centers all the years he was there. He ain't never have no consistent center.
Boy, I'll tell
Think
you,
about it.
excuses like an asshole. Everybody got one. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Them niggas pros. They got to
Man,
fucking get it.
that boy had garbage Stevie Adams that didn't want to be here. He had Derek
Boy, you
Favors who
crazy.
didn't want.
Stephen Adams going off right now. All them rebounds that motherfucker just got the other night. Man, you lost your mind.
That's all he
Boy,
good for.
Stephen Adams.
So here's
Boy,
the thing too. Like
hey.
the reason why they brought Jackson, the reason why they brought Favors in and they brought Steven Adams in, not only was to be a service of big, but to be a mentor to him. Because
Right.
the plan was the plan was that we're at some point we're going to transition to Jackson Hayes. That was the plan.
Hey,
Right?
hold on. Hold on.
Well, hold on, Willie.
Hold
Let
on.
him finish his thought, bro.
Hold on, bro. No, I got to cut him off because he lied.
What? That's
All
not
right,
a
bro.
I'm going
lie.
I'll wait till Willie go because I can't finish.
Willie,
to tell you
what?
why.
That's
I'm going to tell you why, Q. I'm sorry. Hey, Q, don't do me like each one teach one. But this nigga lying, bro. Because know why? Ain't no expectation in the Pelicans players, man, with the shit he talking about. You lying.
there was an expectation for Jackson Hayes to develop
Man,
into a
you
starting
lost your
center.
mind. Boy, no when them people seeing Jackson Hayes get on the court, all expectation left. The first time they seen him get on the court,
Willie,
y'all need to stop that shit.
Willie. We talking about eventually, bro. They're not gonna spin
Hey, hold
Willie,
on, Q.
can I say
Q. I hear you loud, and I hear you. Ain't no eventually with Jackson Hayes. I tried to be with that dude. Ain't no eventually with him. He needs to go gain some fucking weight and get some game with him.
Willie? They picked him 8th overall in the draft. That
All
comes
right,
with expectations,
bro. I don't see any people.
Believe it or
With that
not.
boy, with that boy name that played for Cleveland that they picked number 1.
Kwame Brown.
No, the other
Evan
the Bucks.
Mobley.
Oh,
No,
Anthony
the
Bennett.
Bucks. Anthony
Evan
Bennett. You see what
Mobley.
I'm talking?
Oh,
You see where I'm coming from,
Yeah,
Q? I don't care
that
where
was
they
awful.
pick you at. You got to be able to play the game.
I'm not saying that. I'm not. You're right. You have to play the game, but the higher you get picked in the draft, the expectancy that you are going to play a heavy role for the team is there.
Hey,
If they
all
use
right.
if they
You
use the
right.
8th overall pick on you, they're gonna have an
All
expectation
right.
that you
You
eventually will
right.
develop into a starting center. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, let me
That's
tell
what
you
James
something.
trying to tell you.
Hey, let me tell you something. If Jackson Head fight these basketball players like he was fighting them fucking police in fucking California that tased his stupid ass, maybe he'll be an all-star. Maybe. But you know what I'm saying? But nigga
That's
don't
what I'm
want to hear that
saying. You
shit
got
about
that
what Jackson
aggression. All
Hayes
he's going to
saying.
get is a little bit of skill. Once
But
he
listen, man,
control that. But I think it's just the schemes they running from. I don't think they're
Q.
playing them correctly.
Hey,
right?
Q.
They telling
Hey, Q.
they
Hey,
want
Q.
Jackson
I
Hayes to
guess
play a center.
I guess the first two coaches wasn't playing it correctly either, huh?
Hey, hold on, Q.
Yeah, he was
We
giving them the
hey,
wrong
Q.
Hold up,
answers. Like
hold
Elvin
up.
So
Gentry
You don't
said.
think he
so
played
three
better
straight
Elvin Gentry
at
said
the
he was
end of
giving them
last
so
year?
the wrong
so
answers.
three straight coaches don't know how to play this man. All right, that's crazy.
Cause he
He
got
I
it.
got
don't
the
think
That's
he
why.
played
hustle,
better at the end of
man. He
last year,
got the
bro.
He
one to
got it.
go, man. You 7 feet. Go get a rebound. Hustle, man.
He can't. He too light. He too thin to
Oh,
win, too light to
nah,
fight. He can't
hustle,
do
But
that.
that's
man.
what
Rebounds
Draymond
is
Green
an
was saying.
attitude, man.
They're not treating it correctly. They're
Man,
not
I
doing.
don't
They're
want
not
to hear that.
Man,
developing
they
the young
can't give
players
up
like they
on that
should be.
man,
Willie,
man. They
Willie,
can't
could you
give
let
Stop
up
the
that
on
brothers
him,
shit.
talk,
man.
man? Willie, they're not lying,
Yeah,
bro. They
but that
saying it's the truth, bro.
No,
Let's
no, 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 no. They ain't lying, but they making excuses. I don't want to hear that shit. This pro basketball ain't no excuses. It's about results.
but no, that's not an excuse. That we're saying that Jackson Hayes is underperforming for the spot that they picked him at. He's in his
Okay,
third year,
go.
and he's currently
Wait.
being he's benched for a guy in Billy Hernan Gomez that's
All right.
outperforming him. And what
All
James
right,
was
let me ask
saying
you a question.
early on was that when Big V leave the court, Big V out there balling, doing his thing.
Balling.
But when he leaves, there was a giant hole in the court. And then
All right.
Jackson
Let me ask
Hayes
you a question.
runs out there.
Go to sinking and shit. Huh?
He
Hey, let me
goes
ask you
running
a
out
question.
there
Hey,
and he
let me ask
started
you a question.
paratrooping it and setting impatient picks and shit.
Let me ask you a question.
He don't have a mid-range jump shot. It's just
Man, let me ask you a question.
It's not a
Hey,
coincidence
that
that we ain't playing certain motherfuckers.
I'm
Like not
saying,
right.
and it didn't look better. And I'm gonna give it to you, Will, I promise. But I'm saying this: bear in mind where the state of the mind frame of the Pelicans are right now. David Griffin is desperate. He hired his third coach in the 3 years that he's been here, which has happened to be, in my opinion,
They
the best
fire
coach
him
for the job.
tomorrow.
There is a certain air of desperation here that they want to get production out of players right now. And Jackson Hayes is in his third year. He's not where he's supposed to be in his development, be whatever that is. I don't, whatever they want to say, because most of the points I'm listening to the family members saying are valid. He doesn't have a mid-range shot. He doesn't have a hook shot or even something around
no post
no
moves.
post
No
moves,
up and under.
no nothing. He goes
He
up
can shoot
and
free
all.
throws and he could dunk.
That's it.
But see, that's it though. But that's
And
yeah,
just
block shots.
basic stuff.
His
He
dunks are pretty
they run the
impressive.
float.
I can't even
If
say
you're,
he can really block shot because he really don't put himself in the best position to do so. The only time
Right.
he do block shot is when like he just out
trailing.
athletic stuff. It trick right. Other
Yeah.
than that, when as far as like
He
staying in
a
front of
help
somebody,
defender.
right? As far as like staying in
But
front of
that's still
somebody
blocking shots, isn't it?
but no, like you have to. There's a difference between blocking a
Nah,
shot and then a shot
I
and being a
disagree
shot
with
Hey,
blocker.
that.
let me
What
ask
you
you.
mean? He getting in foul trouble.
I,
He
Hold
di-
on.
good
I,
at
Hold on.
I
everything.
I hear
disagree
you.
with that. Because
He's a
when we
Okay.
had him, it was one game they had him crashing the pick and roll, and he was responsible for coming off the pick and guarding that guard. He does a great job staying in front of guards.
There you
Was
go.
He
No,
that
really
no,
this year?
does. That's the
Ladanky.
thing.
You're
Was
Like
that
right.
this year?
On
Yep.
God.
you
Y'all
can't
remember
tell
when
On
they was
God.
killing us
we
in the
can't
pick and
have.
roll? Oh, my
Yep.
bad, brother. I know you still talk. Go ahead.
In
That's all
front
right. But we
in
can't
front
just.
of garbage guard, he do good standing in front of garbage guard. Let me ask y'all a question. Where
No,
Jackson
This
Hayes?
is
no,
my point, though,
Where
no.
brother.
Jackson
We
Hayes
had a
stand at
problem in
right
the
now?
pick and roll last year.
let Duncan
Hey,
finish
where,
his
Everybody
point,
was
bro.
torching
man,
us.
nigga talking about last
Exactly.
year. Where
But I'm
Jackson
just
Hayes
saying
stand
because
at right now?
Jackson Hayes got
Let
minutes.
go ahead.
This
Let Duncan finish his point, DC.
Oh, I thought
exactly.
Danky was
I'm
finished.
glad you
No, he
brought
was
that
still
up,
talking.
DC.
I'm
I'm glad you
sorry.
brought that up, DC. But this is my point. We just trying to shit on the kid. Yes, he's underdeveloped at this point. But let's just talk about his strengths. He's a 7-foot kid that can run the float. He's very athletic. He has great touch. He can make free throws as a big man.
I
He
get
can
it.
make free throws as a big man.
Yep.
He has good
Okay.
touch with that. When he comes
Hey,
and plays good
bro.
defense,
Hey,
and
bro.
he's
Hey, bro.
oh my God, dude,
Hey,
what's
bro.
going
Look.
on?
Hold on,
I'm sorry. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my
Willie.
Hey,
God.
but look, you
Can
supposed.
we let the man
Hey, hold on.
finish, bro?
Finish, man.
Put the blue
I'm
ribbon
sorry.
down, bro.
Hey,
Put the Pepe up,
hey,
bro.
bro. Q. I'm talking about this man talking about free
You
throws.
can't
They
even see
free.
Willie. We just see the side of Willie's face.
Free
What
throws
you
are
going on?
free. You supposed to make it.
Yeah, y'all can't act like Jackson Hayes didn't lead points in the 2 games ago, he was a he had the most points
Man,
in
they
the game,
neglected that man, man.
playing
You can't
15
give up
minutes.
on that man.
But he no, but
No,
his
we ain't
That's my
saying
point,
give up.
though. That's
I'm
my
not
point.
saying getting up. I'm not saying give up on him, Danke. But my
Right.
thing is about Jackson Hayes is
I
right
can't hear
now.
nothing.
Somebody got the TV on because y'all
Willie
mute
gotta
the
turn the
TV in the
TV off,
background.
bro.
It's not Willie.
Man, hey, nigga, I ain't got nothing on but the light in here.
All right, Willie. Come on. All right, Willie. Thank you, sir. Only thing I can say is this about Jackson Hayes. Jackson is benched for Billy Hernan Gomez. That's as facts as what you need right now. I mean,
he's a better player.
Right, and he gives him something. And look, Big V, and I can agree with what James was saying, and even what DC was saying to almost the full point, was that Billy Hernan Gomez allows Big V not to overwork extra minutes. He actually gives him basketball life, but he don't have to go out there. Remember those heavy-handed minutes Big V was playing early on, them 29, 30, 32, 39 minutes games where he was turning out all that pointage? Well, that's because, and then of course you look at the back at that time, the guy replaced him was Jackson Hayes. Really not much production offensively speaking. Now I'm not.
What about when you play Jackson Hayes with Billy Herman Gomez, which Willie Green never thought to do yet?
That's what I see.
I mean, but I don't know if that. I don't know if that happened.
That changed the season for us last year, Q. When we were getting caught in the pick and roll. Hold up, Willie, man. I've been trying to talk for like 10 minutes. When we was in the pick and roll last year, bro.
No, you wasn't.
And they was killing us. They put Jackson Hayes out there because Steven Adams was getting cooked on the pick and roll when they go on to a guard. Jackson Hayes went out there, that problem went away. We saw Jackson Hayes go out there.
That was like a handful of games among all other games where he was paratrooping it.
But the man,
how you explain the paratrooper games? Where he going? When he going mediocre ass centers.
Let me finish my point.
But he hit him with that Kendrick Perkins up fake.
Let me finish my point, bro.
Rusty ass Dusty Kendrick Perkins up fake, and then he goes for it every time.
Every time.
Let me finish my point, though. The man had he did that. Then he had a game. We watched him dominate. The brother had 7 blocks, right? So
how many times he did that?
He only did it one goddamn time. Let me finish my point. My whole point is we don't know what he can be. I'm showing you a glimpse of something he did once. But the brother is 21 years old. He's not only been in the NBA for 3 years, he only played basketball for about 4 years, maybe 3.
Okay, I hear you.
He on borrowed time.
You don't know what he is.
Well, let me tell you, I know exactly what Jackson Hayes is.
Well, I mean, we don't know what he's going to be. Let me rephrase it.
I know what he's going to be.
Mr. Semantics.
No.
Because he's going to be nothing. Paratrooper right now.
No. Hey, what is a paratrooper? Hey, what is a paratrooper?
Let me piggyback what DC said. Let me piggyback
Jackson Hayes.
No, define paratrooper.
What's the tape for Jackson Hayes this year?
A dude always jumping. You know how you go for the pump fake? And he always jumping with it. That's what he is.
Yeah,
that's really. You never had a plastic doll with a parachute on the back of it. You remember those plastic bags on the back of the plastic army dolls?
Oh, that was a real parachute back in the army doll, man. Stop that shit.
Man, I had some fun with the little army thing, man.
Me too. Hey, Q. Me too, DC. I used to have fun with that shit.
Yeah, we got some coming out, huh, Q? We got some coming out with Birdman, huh?
Yeah,
hey,
that's what I heard, bro.
They definitely dropping them damn paratroopers.
They silver.
They're gonna have like 6 colors.
Green on them.
Hey, Q, look what the nigga
got.
got.
Some silver ones and some white ones with a yellow tie. You know, like the Febreze.
No, DC, they silver with safety green on them.
That's the primary colors. They got secondary colors too. They gonna have some all black ones too, Q.
Hey, Q, look what the nigga got. You can see it. You see that?
What is that?
That's one of them Cadillac barbecue grill, nigga. Yeah.
Cadillac barbecue grill.
A Cadillac barbecue grill.
No charcoal heat.
You got that inside?
Oh, yeah, I gotta keep it out. I can't let these niggas
inside?
Yeah, I wash it out and bring it in the house.
Okay. You keep it inside.
I'm just asking.
Shit, man. Hey, look at that shit, man. Look at it, boy. Look. This bitch digital, man. You see it? Hold on. Let me see. Let me show it to you. You see it?
I see it.
They got a knob right there.
I got you.
You heard me? And look. Hey, bro, it's a smoker and they run on them pellets. They run on them pellets. You heard me?
Let me see the inside of it.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, you want to see the inside of my nigga? I ain't got the grease and shit in there because, you know, they go the inside of it right there.
I'm
That's
surprised
that's
they
my
got
size.
inside. Willie could have left it on the outside, bro. They ain't gonna steal your
No,
grill, are they?
indeed, boy. These niggas, hey, boy, these niggas ain't about to steal this Cadillac barbecue grill from me.
I hope you
Oh
got
goodness.
a carbon monoxide
Hey,
detector
Q.
in there.
Hey, Q. Look. Hey, Q.
We gotta
Hey,
say where
Q.
Willie at? Where Willie at, man? We ain't heard
Oh
from Willie on
shit,
the show
Willie done
for a
fell
while.
asleep with a blue pep in his
Carbon
hand.
monoxide poison
Yeah.
like a mug.
That
Yeah,
boy
Damn, the
gonna
hey,
be on
blue,
the
the blue
Pelicans
ribbon that
chat.
caught on fire. Everything on fire over there, man.
no,
Willie,
no.
Willie done,
Hey, Q.
Willie done
Hey,
burned the
Q.
goddamn place up, man.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
Q. You
that
ain't got to
sniffing
worry
and
about that
doing
shit with
off,
this
you
motherfucker.
hear
Hey,
me?
Q, you ain't even got to flip your meat on here if you don't want, unless you put barbecue sauce on. That's the only time you got to flip it. You ain't got to do no flipping and dipping on this grill I got.
I got you, Willie.
That's all
Appreciate you,
right, though,
bro.
bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. That's pretty
Look, it
nice.
run like
Thank you,
like
Ryan.
it run like a convection oven, bro.
Ryan, thank you, Willie. Ryan S says, quit hating on Hayes. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it,
Ain't
brother.
Ryan.
nobody, hey, tell
You know,
Ryan, ain't nobody hating on no goddamn Jackson Head. Jackson Head hating on himself.
All right, but listen, let me go ahead and let the family members finish. We got to get off the Jackson Hayes point. Say, Danky, I know you're trying to finish your point, bro. You go ahead and finish your point, then I'm gonna go to James. I know he won't have something to say. Then we'll move on to the next topic because I want the rest of the family members to chime in as well. So
Okay,
Yeah, I
I'll
go
want
make
to
it
hear
ahead,
what
quick.
brother
the topic is.
Nola.
I'll make it quick. Yeah, you go back to last year, man, when we had that problem in the pick and roll, it was Jackson Hayes that helped us out. Now, I know it's a small sample size, but we've seen enough glimpses to see, okay, what he can do. And that alone gives us time to say, okay, let's just keep developing. We got time, man. His body is not where it's going to be. Remember, AD body was so frail the first 3 or 4 years. And when his body got stronger, his confidence got stronger. Maybe he's not a good screen setter, pick and roll guy because he just doesn't have a good frame to set a good solid pick and roll right now. Right? That's all I'll say right there, and I'll keep it moving.
Thank you,
I,
Nola.
Well
I,
said. Well said.
the thing is the reason why I say that it's not worth keep going forward with it, whether it's this year, next year, whatever it may be, is because of the fact that, like you said, you brought up what's the pros for him. You say he's athletic, he can run, he can jump, he can do all this stuff, right? Guess what Billy Herman Gomez can't do? All this shit you just named.
And
You know,
he got his minutes.
but you know what he can do? He can set a screen. He can get rebounds. He can sit there. He know how to play smart basketball. He also
Yeah.
can take advantage of a mismatch when he have one. When they say, "Hey, throw it into the post," he got a small dude on to work him. We've seen plenty of time where they've thrown him. Matter of fact, the shit happened today where they threw him the ball where a man was on him with 6'6". I'm talking about Jackson Hayes, and he still could not get the ball in the basket because he has no post moves. So my thing, so my thing is that the just like and you say I kept comparing him to guards. You have compared him to at least 2 first round all overall draft picks in with Wiggins and then also in Anthony Davis, who Anthony Davis at least his second year averaged 20 points. Like so again, I'm
I'm
not even
not trying to
comparing,
Willie,
I'm
but
not
Willie
what I'm saying,
comparing
Herman
him as a
Gomez.
but
player.
hold
Look
on,
at that
hold
shit,
on, let me
Jackson Head.
finish, let me
Willie.
finish. But what I'm saying is that I'm saying that just I don't want him to do all the extra shit, the athletic stuff. I don't care about that. I just need you to do the simple shit, and he can't do that. Like
Yeah,
that's what
defend
Fundamentals.
and rebound.
But
that's
that's my
that's
point.
but he
That's my point
but
right
again
there, though. What you just said.
but
You
again
want him
this
to do the
is
simple things, right? You
but
want
year
him to do the
three
simple things.
but here's the thing, in year 3 you can't do the simple shit. Like I could
Yeah,
that,
but
that's but
let's
that's
go
my
back
point.
to let's stick on that. The simple thing. Let's stick on that right there.
Okay.
My point is the guy has a different type of body type. Maybe he cannot do the simple things, box out effectively, set good hard screens,
Which is what we need.
solid pick and rolls
All that stuff
because
he need.
his body is not developed yet. Let's
Then what
give
the
him
hell
some
he
more
on the
time
team for
to
then?
develop
But
his body,
but
and let's see where we at then.
that's my point. But see again, that's my point because you can also point to who else? The person that also said his body has yet to develop, and that's Kyra Lewis, right? What they said, what Willie Green kept telling him, bro. He said, use your speed, right? Use your speed. So the thing we also tell Jackson Hayes, hey, bro, you athletic. You can you should be able to get at least 8 rebounds by accident. When he was sitting there playing before Billy Herman Gomez started playing, because everybody bring up last year. Let's not act like this man did not play this year too. He played this year, and he was also getting cooked on the pick and rolls. He was getting cooked on the pick and rolls.
Nah,
That's the
no,
reason. Yes, he was. This year, he was.
But they playing a new system now, though,
What?
James. They switching
Point the
everything
game
now,
out.
bro.
But no,
Right,
no,
point the
they
game
not
out,
because
he was
hold
getting
on,
cooked on the pick and roll. Point the game out.
because brother,
Point the game out.
the first fucking 5-10 games he was in.
The
What are
Suns,
you
he
talking
was
about?
definitely getting cooked.
The
Suns.
The reason why, because they sit there, because you said they were switching. They wasn't switching. They were doing drop coverage.
Exactly. That was
Hold on. Let me finish.
That's a
They were
coaching
doing.
issue.
Hold on, no. Wait, let me finish. They were doing drop coverage with Jonas, and then when Jackson Hayes came in, they were going to do the switch stuff. But the problem is that every time, and I point out the Suns game for a prime example, like somebody said, that when Jackson Hayes was in there, they picked on him every single fucking play they went down there. They picked on him. The
I
whole
got
reason why we
PTSD from that game.
The whole reason why we again, he's athletic. So like you said, last year he did do that well. But and once CP3 has said that you can pick on him, every point guard we played against, from Darren Fox to everybody else that was a decent enough point guard, kept doing pick and roll with Jackson Hayes out there and was picking his ass apart. The whole reason why
I got a good memory. I got a good memory in that Phoenix game. Phoenix game, when Jackson Hayes came in the game, he crowded the pick and roll. They trapped Chris Paul. He threw it to JaVale McGee in the paint every time. That's what happened. That wasn't on Jackson Hayes. That was the weak side defender. You see what I'm saying? I got a good memory, dude.
He was the weak side defender. Remember, you don't remember him being a weak side defender? He was late on rotations.
No, listen, Jackson Hayes crowded the pick and roll. He crowded the pick and roll. Chris Paul set the pick and roll. They trapped Chris Paul. They threw it to the next man in the middle with JaVale McGee.
But hold on,
no.
Here's another thing is too. Here's the reason why it's still on him, because the thing was too is that what they say with Jackson Hayes, like every time he's in a pick and roll, he stayed too long. Every time that he was switch, because they say you switch and then you got to run back to your dude. You're only supposed to show. You ain't supposed to commit 100% of the time. You're supposed to just give him enough to pause and then run back to your dude. He didn't do that.
That wasn't the defensive assignment that game. That was not the defensive assignment. That game, we played a specific type. We tried to take Chris Paul out. We trapped Chris Paul coming across half court when he shot the pick.
All I know is that since Jackson Hayes has been on the bench, JV has had the least amount of minutes and has been fresher. Billy Herman Gomez has played. And because think about it, like everybody talking about development. Guess what? We stopped playing Jackson Hayes. We stopped playing Nigel Marshall. It ain't a coincidence but we at least 500 right now with the wins. Like, because we stopped playing certain motherfuckers that were doing stupid shit.
Yeah, but the argument is Billy Holman Gomez a better player right now?
But
That's not the argument. The argument is if he
can't beat out Billy, that's a problem, because his whole point at this point
that's not the argument, James. You're switching the argument.
I'm not switching the argument. I'm saying
you are.
That's not the argument.
Okay. What's the argument then?
The argument is you saying get rid of him. That what you
that's what the argument.
I'm saying get rid of him, and y'all don't want to believe this, but I can't hear shit.
Will, can you turn the reggae music down so James can talk?
No Jackson, no cry.
Go ahead, James.
Hey, no Jackson Hayes, no cry.
Willie, could you turn that down so James?
I ain't gonna lie, I was sad when Kyrie got hurt.
I'm not
when
saying
Kyrie got
Billy
hurt, I was
Gomez
sad,
is
bro.
not better right now for our rotation. I'm not saying that. He is. We see the results. All I'm saying is, let's give a kid more time, man. Let's make sure his body is fully developed. Because we have
why?
Say, but why?
No, seriously, hold on.
We're not sitting on a bunch of talent.
Hold on. Thank you. But hold on. Here's the thing. I'm not also you also do realize there's another part of how to acquire talent, right? It's not just free agency; it's also trade. Like that's the thing I'm saying. Because think about it, because at some point you're going to have to make a move. right? You're gonna have to make
Not
a
with
move.
this front office.
But I don't give a fuck who it is. At some point, you got to
But
make
you
a move.
not trading Jackson Hayes for another big
Can
man
I
though.
fucking finish? God damn.
I'm just talking while you talking.
But
It's
when
not
I
like
say, but when
I'm
I'm
saying
saying,
you say one
but
segment and then you say one thing and then you say one thing. I say one thing.
Let's let the brother finish his thought, fam.
I'm gonna
Let's-
forget this. Come on now. I ain't gonna
You ain't
remember
gonna
everything
forget,
he
bro.
say.
Go ahead,
Bro,
Ken.
but
He
I'm
switching
just saying,
narrative.
let him finish his thought, fam.
Right, right. He gonna say one thing and
Yeah.
then he gonna go to another thing,
Well,
and
see,
I'm
because
gonna
Let him
respect that.
finish though.
the
Let him
reason
say
why
what he got to say.
I
though,
did. He said we gonna trade somebody. I said we're not trading a big. We're not gonna trade for a big man. We're gonna trade for a guard. And then
I don't.
whatever.
Again, I don't think you need to. Again, my whole thing is that I don't think you need to trade for the big man because Billy is giving you surplus of minutes. Because at the same time, it's like he's doing everything that you was hoping Jackson Hayes would be doing. That's the thing. My whole thing is right now, like I said, everybody said our weak point right now is that we don't have consistent guard play. Right now, if you think about and now, so when you sit there and we think about all the pieces that we need to move and stuff like that, we not finna. I don't care, Kenneth. I know you don't like Josh Hart. Josh Hart is playing better than most people that's on the team that's not named
Wait.
BI. What did I say wrong?
Kenneth apologized for Josh Hart.
Boy, you sound like me.
Wait. You said I don't like Josh Hart.
Wasn't you the one that kept saying we should trade Josh Hart?
No. I said I'm the one that said we should start. You wasn't here for that show though. You wasn't here. But I was the
Somebody
one
I knew
saying
it was either you or somebody kept saying like I don't see what y'all see
DC.
in Josh Hart. No, it
DC
wasn't
said
DC.
that.
No, it was.
DC
I
said
believe
that.
it.
Come
No.
on, man. I ain't never said that.
No, I said we should start him.
said trade
Y'all was
BI
like, nah, Najee gonna give us what we need. I'm the one that was saying we start him.
I'm
I
talking
said
about.
start him
I'm
over
not.
Nikhil.
No. I'm talking about currently as like the last. I've listened and I
trying to
could. So I
trade
swear to
Josh
God,
Hart.
I heard Kenneth say that like to me, I'm not that big of a fan of Josh Hart.
Nah, you got it twisted. That's the only
Okay,
two things I got
well,
corrected.
okay. Well,
I said Josh Hart gonna stand out. Wait, let me say this. Let me go
okay,
this.
okay.
I said Josh Hart gonna stand out this season, and I said Trey Murphy not gonna be what y'all think he is.
Yeah, I remember
Okay.
he did say that. I remember he
I
said
get
that.
it. So, but here's the thing. So, like back to what I try to say. You're not gonna trade Josh Hart because he's playing the best basketball he's ever played since he's been in the league. You're not obviously not gonna trade Zion, not trade Bi. You're not trading the JV. You're not gonna trade Kyra because now he's hurt. You're not finna trade Herb Jones.
Hey,
You're not finna trade what's the boy Trey Murphy because he's fresh and stuff like that. So outside
you
of
can
that,
sling
like
Graham, though. Graham
so.
could get slung.
But at the same time, you don't want to trade him because you want to see what he look like with Zion. Like that. So and
Yeah,
again,
you right on that one.
so again, the only people that's left is Jackson Hayes, Temple, Sadaransky, and Picks.
Yeah, but we
And
not.
all
Everybody
them
want
folks,
That's not the
Sadaransky
argument,
and
though.
Temple.
Right. That was never the argument to say, okay, if we can improve our team, is he untouchable? Hell no. If we can improve our team, he gotta go. Everybody understand that. That was never the argument.
But
The
I also
argument is, do we give up on him right now?
I said okay.
That's what you say.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to my original point when I tried to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks in the sense of they had a person who was actually I forgot he may have been the number one overall pick, Jabari Parker, that actually was their plan instead of Giannis. Giannis was a person that they drafted that okay he gonna be real good. We're gonna mix in with Jabari Parker. They also traded for Chris Middleton, a guy that
This
they
man
thought he was
Jackson Hayes and Giannis?
no, bro. Can I finish? I'm not comparing him. I'm sitting there saying that I'm saying that you talking about like you don't have time to develop guys and you can't give up on guys. What I'm saying is Milwaukee gave up on Jabari Parker. They said, you know what, we finna focus on Giannis and Chris Middleton.
Dude, he blew out his knee.
James.
Yeah,
That's different. So they both play the same
bro.
position.
He was
Pretty much.
actually good. He just kept getting hurt.
But my point
Parker,
is they
yeah, that's the thing.
but
Twice.
Big
Yeah,
Q,
they
but
just got
my point is they gave up on him.
yeah. Okay.
That's my point. They focused on who they know that like okay, Giannis stayed healthy, he developed like and y'all like Giannis went from 6 points his first year to 16 his second year to 22 his third year.
But
right?
brother, they didn't give up on him.
We got Giannis who plays
They
center though,
blew, he
bro.
blew out
Y'all
his
talking
knee
again,
twice.
y'all talk about position.
That
I am
was
not
not
focused.
giving up on him. He blew out his knee. He couldn't get on the court. He couldn't play. That's a difference.
Did they not give
What
up
we're
on
saying is we're not in a position to give up on young talent. We can't get free agents.
Did
So
Milwaukee
let's just ride this thing out.
Did Milwaukee not switch their complete focus on two guys, Giannis and Chris Middleton. Did they not do that?
Yeah, they did, but we still got to keep
Jackson Hayes
KJ.
ain't got that type of focus on our team like
Yeah,
Jabari Parker
like,
had
come
on
on, bro.
Milwaukee.
But that's my point. That's my
No,
point.
he talking about
But
KJ.
that is my point. Jabari Parker, a #1 overall draft pick that they gave up on, and y'all sitting there saying that we can't give up on Jackson Hayes, who the 8th pick and ain't showed us shit.
No, they gave up on Jabari Parker. He was hurt.
But again, you say he showed her and he kept getting hurt. Jackson Hayes healthy and don't show us shit. Why are we keeping him?
No, maybe Jackson.
What incentive do we have to get rid of him? And
Go ahead, DC. Go ahead. Bro.
Has anybody considered they playing Jackson Hayes in the wrong position? He might be I think he'll power
You just
forward.
said that. We've been saying it this whole time.
I don't think
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. How the hell that light ass man gonna play power forward? He gonna get bruised down there, man.
Not in today's NBA. Not in today's.
I don't think he's skill enough to be a focal.
Right.
I think he could call Jeremiah Grant.
All I'm saying
he could defend
the man had 3 different coaching staff, 3 different systems, 3 different defensive systems.
He ain't the only one.
COVID-19.
They all have.
Yeah, and they losing. They got no. They got nothing.
Herb Jones did.
Hey, but what that shit got to do with man-on-man defense?
No, was there too.
Y'all don't look that great defensively all the time.
But now also like again, you can sit there and look at
I'm playing with Jackson Hayes trying to get his stats up.
Apparently, look, and
say, bro. Y'all said all that shit, but what that got to do with a man playing man-on-man defense, bro? Because at the end of the day, in the NBA, most of the time in the NBA, they play man-on-man defense, man. You got to be able to stick your man.
I just want the man to get rebounds. That's all I want.
The man need to cut his hair. That's what he
I
needs
just want
to
the
do.
man to do
I want him to get rebounds also. I want him to get rebounds also. But let's not forget. You remember that game against Charlotte, bro?
Lead the
Last
example.
year against Charlotte. I never forget that game.
I keep
That
going
was
to
the
last
Jackson
year.
Hayes we need. That version of Jackson Hayes, he was productive.
He's
was
played
good in the
this
paint.
year.
He
He
was
has
good on
played this year.
defense.
Y'all realize that, right?
We just need the 15 minutes left in the Mavs game. We scored 15 points.
Jackson Hayes. Hey, hold on. Jackson Hayes don't look good on a court till he play somebody that's worse than him. Man, I don't hear that shit. What you talking about with Jackson Hayes, man? That's the only time that cat look good when somebody else is worse than him. Man, nobody want to hear that. That's why he in the
but all I'm saying is this,
Thank you,
bro.
Willie.
If we can
Willie's
trade
commentary brought to you.
nobody, I mean, come on now. We know BI and Zion is untouchable right now.
But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm not advocating for us to get rid of Jackson Hayes. I mean, we spent the 8th overall pick on Jackson Hayes, so we must have thought something of develop him into what we want him to be. But it's going into the 3rd year. He's still not where he's supposed to be. Not saying he won't get there, but I know it's a certain air of urgency that they're dealing with. It's a certain air of urgency that they have to win right now. So I don't know if people see him the same. Like if we really wanted Jackson Hayes and we'll facilitate a trade and add him in or whatever. I don't know, but I would say I would still want to develop Jackson Hayes. I'm not for trading him.
But that's all I'm saying. Exactly.
I agree with that's why I was saying I agree with what you said. Hold on just a second, Willie.
NAW could get traded though.
Just a second. But
he can go.
NAW can go, but Jackson can't. Come
wow.
on.
Right.
Y'all got
it. NAW could jump out the
y'all
game.
tripping, man. Y'all tripping, man.
You can take that parachute Jackson Hayes got it and use that one.
So Jackson Hayes, I'm showing Jackson Hayes.
Nikhil Alexander Walker
6 points a game, but NAW averaging almost 14 points a game, but you can trade him, but keep Jackson Hayes averaging less than 6.
I could go out there and score 14 points on 20 shots.
No, you can't. You still got to hit.
Not the NBA.
I can hit 6 shots out of 20.
But you still have to hit the shots,
not against the NBA player, you can't.
You got to still hit the shots. So people say that like that's an easy thing to do. Well, I can score an average 14 points a game in the NBA too. on his volume of shooting. No, you still have to hit the shot.
Hey,
You
hey,
still
hey,
got to
hitting
hit
the
the
shot.
bucket.
I'm hitting the shot.
Just because you're
Q.
taking a shot don't mean you're gonna make the shot. You still have to convert the basket.
Hey, that shit is easy to do. That shit easy to do. What you talking about, man? That shit ain't hard to do.
I hear you, Willie. Good Lord, Willie.
Hey, hold on. Hey, I'm not in the NBA, and I'm not about to tell y'all no goddamn lie and tell y'all that I could do this shit.
You just
But
said it's easy to do.
it's easy to do to a person that don't train for that shit all their life.
Man,
Right.
Yeah, it's easy for them.
I believe Willie could do it, man. Willie got a grill in his house.
Cadillac.
Hey, bro. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I'm gonna tell you some real shit
About
right
to
now.
burn
I
that
could go.
son of a bitch down in a minute.
Hey, look, I could go on the playground right now and hold a whole playground now. Ain't nobody gonna win.
You can go well.
I go on the playground right now. Ain't nobody gonna win. I don't give a fuck who come out there. Ain't nobody gonna win unless they're on my team. Cause I'm gonna hold it down, man.
Willie, you ain't gonna get out there and do nothing. You gonna get out on that playground and sit on these bleachers like this.
Well, I tell you what.
Just like that. That's what you're doing. That's what you're gonna be doing right there, watching the court. Right there.
I tell you what. Get in your car and hit Highway 90 and go down there to Homer, Louisiana, where I was living at the last couple of years before I moved to Florida, and ask them cats on the playground how I terrorized their ass. I terrorized the kids.
You wasn't doing this, you was sitting there like that,
than New
doing
Orleans,
that.
huh, Willie?
Man, hold on, wait a minute. I was donking on niggas in New Orleans, Shakespeare Park and all them parks. I was jamming on niggas out there. Man, I don't know what you talking about.
You playing 2K, that's what it is.
No, 2K. Hey, hold on. When I was out there donking on niggas in New Orleans, 2K was even out. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Man, I don't believe you, Willie. You hiding your grill right now.
You ain't got to believe it, but
You hiding your grill. You talk about you don't want nobody to steal your grill.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, I just look like this. Hey, good look. That's what that's them little dudes that know me and know my game. That's what they gonna tell you. Don't play no game with that motherfucker because he just look like that. I'm telling you, boy.
I got a question, bro. I got a question. Like, what are we gonna do to get Devontae Graham more production? Like, because he's
trade him.
struggling for a
Hey,
long
you gotta
stretch
trade him
right
to.
now.
Hey, you trade him to another
Man, it's a serious question, bro.
It is a serious question. You trade him and he's
trade
gonna go to another team and he's gonna be more productive. That's what you gotta do to him. Trade him.
That's not what we're gonna do, Willie.
I honestly think his production will probably end up getting better with Zion because he's not a true point guard. Like he's not. He's a shooter. Like that's pretty much what he is. He does better when he can shoot the ball.
And the point guard body.
Pretty much, and the thing is that think about this.
With Zion in a point guard body. Really?
Right. When Zion come back and you do that, remember that screen that you used to do with that reverse screen with JJ Redick? Like, you do that with him, and because all he needs to do is
No, you can't. You're lying. No, you can't. You can't do that with him. He can't shoot like JJ Redick. He can't shoot like that.
Better than JJ was. What are you talking about, bro? JJ Redick was terrible.
Line with James. What's
Brandon Graham can't shoot like no JJ Redick, man.
Big Q, Willie line talking about JJ Redick could shoot last year. All right, bro.
we got rid of the man because he couldn't shoot.
The only thing he was shooting with his damn mouth off. That's all he was shooting. That's why we had to roll him up out of here.
He was shooting popping shit all the time.
But listen, the real on the Jackson Hayes thing is bro.
Y'all trying to say, hey, hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to get some clarity on this. Y'all trying to say some clarity. I'm trying to get some clarity.
All right.
Y'all trying to say, hey, hold on. Y'all trying to say that y'all gonna take that garbage ass dude over JJ Redick. That what y'all saying?
You're goddamn right.
Y'all outside y'all body right now. Man, y'all crazy.
Hey, bro, you need to put that alcohol down. You think JJ Redick was good last year?
I ain't gonna say JJ Redick was good. All I'm saying is JJ Redick could shoot.
That boy was a liability on defense.
All right,
that boy was a liability on defense, man. They were killing
why
him,
nobody ain't want him, bro?
Because he old.
We traded him to Dallas. They didn't play him.
Because he old.
That's Willis.
But he was better than what the Pelicans had. Nah.
No, he wasn't. That's why we got rid of his ass. He
Yeah,
wasn't
he
doing
was.
shit.
That's why I got
Let me
rid of
ask you a
that.
question. Let me ask
James
you a
Johnson,
question. Let me ask you a
hold on.
question,
James
DC.
Johnson
Let me
did
ask you
more
a question. A
last year,
serious
and
question.
10 times more.
yeah.
Hey, hold on. Let me ask you a
I
serious
think the
question,
track
and I'm not
unified his thought on that though,
joking with
Willie.
this shit. Man, name them role players on the Pelican that's more valuable than JJ Redick. You can't name because
Hey,
the Pelican
I
ain't
can't.
got
I can't.
nobody.
No, I can't.
NAW.
Every last one of them, including
Willie
Jackson
Herman
Hayes,
go mad.
Dante
He
Holmes.
asked you.
Dante
He
Holmes, he
asked
more
you.
valuable than JJ Redick.
He asked you.
JJ Redick didn't even play badly last year when he went to
Man,
went to the Mavericks.
it's all man because that was Stan Van Gundy with his stupid ass. That's
No,
why he couldn't play.
no. I'm talking about last year when we traded him with Dallas. That man did not play. He
All
played
right, but
5
how you
games for the
want?
rest of the
Hey,
year.
hold on. How you want that man to get traded and just go there and get him into with Luka Doncic and some more niggas that's on the court? Man, come on, man.
Because he needed shooters. The whole fucking reason why they traded for JJ Redick because they needed shooters and he
Nah,
couldn't
but
shoot.
Hold
nah,
on. I'm gonna
but
tell you
JJ,
why
but
you
but
lying.
I'm
JJ
with you,
Redick said he
Damien.
came out here talking about
Damien, I
excuses.
ain't never
He said
heard
he didn't want
James.
to play. That's why he
Hold
didn't
on.
play.
I'm gonna tell you
I'm
why
with
you
you,
lying.
Damien.
He
Damien, I'm
told
with
him
you.
he
I
didn't
never
want to
heard
play.
James get this lit,
Hey,
man.
You could be with him. Hey, you could be with him all you want. But Luka Doncic don't pass the ball, so how you want the man to shoot? If
He
Luka Doncic
don't
don't
pass
pass
the
the ball.
ball.
The man averaged a triple double
Yeah,
damn
it's
near, but
triple
he'll
double.
pass
What
the
the
He
ball.
fuck? He don't
he
pass the
still
ball.
last year he wasn't passing the ball, man. Y'all
You
know that
wildin',
shit,
man.
man.
No,
Last year
You
he
Willie,
was
wildin',
wrong,
passing
bro.
the
wrong,
ball,
What are
Willie.
Willie.
you
Hey,
talking
why
about?
Willie, wrong,
Singles
wrong,
was
Willie,
mad?
wrong.
Hey,
Hey,
Willie,
hey,
hold
wrong,
Big
on.
Q,
Why
Big Q.
Singles
I
was
ain't
mad?
never,
wrong, Willie.
Big Q. I ain't never known somebody the average triple double that's a ball hog. I ain't never heard that before. That's
That's
new to
news
me,
to
bro.
me.
But that's what they be saying
That's
about
news
Well,
Russell
to me.
Russell
I
Westbrook.
ain't never heard
They
Westbrook.
that.
be saying Russell
Hold
Westbrook a
on,
ball
Russell
hog, but he be having
Westbrook.
a triple
Willie,
double.
bro, your commentary getting closer to the twilight zone, bro. As this gets closed in,
No,
bro.
whatever he is. Hey, whatever. Okay, Q. Why Singles was mad last year?
Because of his role.
Who
Cause
man?
he
You say
couldn't
Coach
get the
Saban?
cause he couldn't get the goddamn ball.
Man,
Who?
Porzingis
Because
was
Luka
mad
Doncic
at the
had it
coach,
all the
man.
time. That's why he was
Nah, I
mad.
think it was more of an
He was
Y'all
ego
mad at the
get
thing.
coach
man,
for
y'all
how they
gonna
was
be
using
Luka
him.
Doncic.
Yeah, I think it was how
Hey,
they was
hey,
using him.
I'm gonna tell you something else.
Yeah,
But
Bruh.
it
you can
is.
say
I'm in Dallas. It
but
is.
you can say
I'm
Willie,
that.
crying.
But you can say that. But you can't get mad when you played against the
Yeah.
Clippers and then Ty Lue said, you know what? I'm gonna put a 6'4" guard on you and dare you to back him down, and you don't do it. You 7'3". That let you. At that point, I'm like,
Who
motherfucker,
he
I ain't
did that
backing you.
to?
The Porzingis
Who he,
In the playoffs,
oh
though.
in the
yeah.
playoff, they
You
did that.
fucking garbage when a nigga do you that.
So if you can't post a dude up and you 7'3" versus 6'4", the only shit you
Hey,
can do
hold on.
is shoot
Hey,
the
dog.
ball.
I don't want to cut you. Hey, look, hey, bro. I don't want to cut off your thought, but Jackson Hayes and Porzingis basically got the same body.
I ain't watching no
So,
goddamn
so, so,
Pornhub.
so, so your point is irrelevant right now because Jackson Hayes and that dude got the
irrelevant.
same body.
I
We
didn't.
talking about Jackson Hayes.
But I didn't
They
bring
got
up
the
Jackson
same
Hayes. I'm
body.
talking about Porzingis. I ain't compare them
But
two.
listen to what I'm telling you, my nigga. Jackson Hayes and Porzingis got the same body. It's just Porzingis a little bit taller than him, but
At
they
least
got the
for
same body.
look. I'd rather have
Hell no,
Porzingis
Willie. What the hell you talking?
over Jackson Hayes.
Come
What you
on,
talking
man.
about? Both of them tall and skinny, and
But
they
at
can't
They got
do
the
least
shit.
same body.
at
You
least
ain't
Yeah,
noticed the
Porzingis.
tall
different
and
color
skinny.
shade?
Tall and skinny.
But I'm gonna tell you something else though. Porzingis is a better rim protector and he can shoot the ball.
A better shooter.
Nah, you wild for that.
Who?
Willie,
Paul,
look, Willie
I
sitting
don't
there. He got
drink nothing but
Willie got that's an
ribbit.
empty can in his
yeah.
hand and
Hey,
two on the table.
hold on, Q. Put the camera back on me, goddamn it. Put the camera back on me so y'all can see me with the same thing in my hand, right there. There you go. You see it? Yeah, that's all I drink. That Clint Eastwood.
Hey
That's
y'all. Hello.
it.
What's up?
Go
What's
ahead,
up?
DJ.
Hey man.
Yeah, the best beer on the market.
Say
Dog
bud,
Jones.
it's past 12 o'clock. I don't know what time y'all ending the
DJ
show.
get sleepy.
DJ, you about to go to sleep? You sound half asleep already.
DJ been sleep. DJ been sleep this whole time.
He been asleep this whole damn time, but
Look,
that's why he turned that light off.
Hey,
He know if he
hold
stand
on,
up
DJ,
there and
hold
start
on,
doing that shit
DJ.
like that, I'm gonna hit that button on his
I don't
ass. I'm
see
gonna be
nothing but
careful
DJ
catching.
T up in there,
Q,
y'all.
where DJ at? Where he at?
I'm gonna,
Q, what square DJ
His
is?
T right
DJ
there at
right
the
here.
bottom.
He just hiding up in
Smile,
the
DJ.
dunkers.
There you go.
There go his damn teeth
Yeah,
right there.
I see
Hiding
him.
in the
Nigga,
dunkers.
I see you.
Now
Hey,
see,
they say DJ, I see you moving. Yeah.
You
Nah,
gotta
bro.
keep the
Yeah,
light on because he started dozing off and shit. Hit that button
Yeah,
on. I'm gonna catch you.
yeah, he don't want you to put him on blast.
Look, but Big Q, you remember that night he started snoring on thing? Like, what is that noise?
Yeah, I put that button. Yeah, you said that's knock the hell out. You
nah,
done
bro.
learn
Yeah.
from that, James. He started muting his mic and shit. He muting his mic and shit. Turn the light way off. In
Look,
case
Big Q. We were baking the point. I was like, what the hell is that noise?
Nah, but y'all had a whole show about Jackson Hayes.
Hey, bro.
But when I talk about Joseph
Bro, y'all
Holmes,
need to stop, man. All my stomach hurt right now laughing at this shit, man. Y'all need to stop, bro.
y'all had a
DJ,
whole
go ahead, bro.
y'all had a whole show about talking about Jackson Hayes.
Not the whole show, DJ.
But when I talk about
fun,
Joseph
No,
Holmes,
hold on, nigga. Let me see your picture. Turn the light on, goddammit.
when I talk about Dylan Holmes,
No, hold on.
Turn the light on. Turn the light on, man. We won't see your face. Turn the light on.
Willie like Teddy Pendergrass.
Turn the light on. I won't see your face when you talk that foolishness.
Turn it on. Turn it on.
When Teddy P said, turn it on. Shit.
But hold on, Willie shut DJ down before he was about to get on Dalton Holmes. He's about to start talking about Dalton Holmes.
Hey, hold on, Q.
He said
DJ can't talk.
He about to start talking about it.
Hey, Q. DJ can't talk until you turn that goddamn light on. Every time he says something, I'm gonna talk over him. Turn the light on.
He don't want to have the light on, bro. The man.
I don't give a damn what he want. He ain't got no wants. This the sports calm. I mean, it's the Pelican post game report. He ain't got no wants on the Pelican post game report. Turn the light on, nigga. I want to see your face when you tell me that foolishness that you about to tell me.
Oh, Willie, man, what's going on here, man?
Turn the light on. Turn the light on, DJ.
But listen, let's get it.
All right, I'm gonna leave him alone.
Let's bring it back to the Pels, fam. A lot of great points on Jackson Hayes. Very entertaining points on Jackson Hayes from Nola Danke and Brother James, man. Y'all dudes, great points on it. I'm not ready to throw away Jackson Hayes. I want to see him develop. But I really do like Billy Hernangomez because, bro, it's already right now, and I know you're not disputing that, Nola. But you know, the big thing is that Willie's still in his minutes. Billy, is still in his minutes again.
You said it right the first time, nigga. Willie.
Okay, thank you. And then on top of that, then you have him he allowing Big V to have a very like DC called it, a roll out of the bed 17 and 11 tonight. I mean, very casual, easy 17-11 for Big V. So it's just a whole different dynamic when Billy Hernangomez is on the floor versus Jackson Hayes. In some games I got to give it to Jackson. He looks energetic, but sometimes he's a half a second behind on certain plays, the switching. I can't say the kid doesn't give up full effort. It's
Can I ask you a question?
A little slow on this, a little slow this, a little slow reading this, that, and the third. So I'm definitely a big advocate of letting him develop in the G League. They sent them up there for a little bit, then yanked them back down here. They need to let them sit up there, man, and kind of develop and get some more.
Hey, Q, can I ask you a question, please?
He ain't doing shit on the bench for us, just sitting behind on the third string. Bro, yeah, go ahead, Billy. I'm sorry, Willie. Go ahead.
Yeah, not Billy Willie. Like his name is Willie. Hey, look. What you think that them people in Memphis are saying about how they gave away Gomez? I mean, Big V. What you think the people in Memphis say? Cause man, that dude, bro. Man, when I watched that game and that dude hit them 7 threes, I was sitting there watching that shit live. Man, you ain't supposed to let go no players like that, bro.
They're still doing pretty good though without John Morant.
They ain't gonna complain too much until they start losing.
Right.
Yeah, but
they're winning right now, so they can justify this shit.
Hey, say, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this here, man. That boy top 5 in the league for the centers.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, man, man, that's a generational type player with that ugly ass jump shot, and that shit be going in.
Shit, he lined up at the top. He at the 3 at the top there, man, and he just
I'm talking about wet, huh?
Yeah, he'll knock it down, man.
Boy, he'll knock that shit down. But I didn't expect that out of him.
Spot, yep.
Hey, Say, bro, when he hit them 7-3 balls of me, laughing like a motherfucker at that dude. Boy, I said, that dude here cutting up, boy.
And then on top, and remember, family, we good at remember the history of our squad. Remember Steven Adams last year, he was dealing with injury. He wasn't totally healthy. You could tell that he had those games. He was barely, you remember his pointage? He was like, why? I don't understand why we can't get a double-double out of Steven Adams. And he was dealing with injuries. This year, it appears that he's a lot healthier than what he was for at least for us last year. And he's playing a lot better for Memphis in that role. And truth be told, it too is, if you get traded for Valanciunas, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to step up your game and be like, well, I can't. This guy, I know what time it is with Big V. This is a all-star, and I say he gets the all-star this year, man. I think he's done enough. He keeps doing what he's doing.
We got to win, Q.
I think if
you don't win, you're gonna only have one all-star.
Well, I'm saying, do you think that he's the guy though, fam? Can we buck that? I mean, if the Pelicans
would they give it to him over BI if BI keep playing how you?
I
don't think BI can get the all-star, bro.
What y'all think?
Well, I'm gonna say this. If we think about the guys in the West as far as like playing that position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like other than Joker, like what other big man in the West that's doing what he's doing?
Rudy Gobert.
Nobody.
Rudy Gobert.
But
you lost your mind. Rudy Gobert can't shoot.
I mean, they may argue. People may argue the Rudy Gobert, so I'm not finna just bump that in the same situation.
I'm bumping it.
So I mean,
but this is the All-Star. It's the All-Star team. They construct the team.
Nobody don't give a damn, man.
They have a lot of guards and wings on the All-Star team.
But you also, they have the All-Star team. But that's the thing though, is that they have. I think it's 3 forwards and 2 guards, right? Like it's pretty much 3 big, like in his forwards, and then you got the guards and stuff. The thing is, they gonna put a big man in there, because remember, he's doing what Sabonis pretty much did without the assists last year, right?
Man, Sabonis, man, stop that shit, man. Sabonis not good as that Valanciunas. But I'm gonna tell you something. Valanciunas was supposed to be the starting center for the All-Star game. I don't give a damn what they say.
Nah, Joker's gonna be it.
Nah, Joker.
Not better than Joker. As much as I like him, I can't.
Man, you lost your mind, man. Joker got a whole bunch of help that Valanciunas ain't got. That man
got no help right
on
now.
his head.
Everybody hurt. It's literally just him and some niggas.
Boy, we don't have. The New Orleans Pelicans do not have a Donovan Mitchell on that team. Y'all need to stop that shit, man.
Donovan Mitchell don't play for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, who that guard is they got, man? What that nigga name from Kentucky? What that nigga name from Kentucky? Murray. What his name is?
He ain't played all year.
Yeah, but he gonna come back. Shit.
But he ain't been there now.
We talked about a couple of different things, man. Like, to make the All-Star team as a big man, it's a numbers thing. It's not. Now let's talk about, okay, is he top 5 center in the league? You got to say yes. He is.
Yeah.
Period. He top 5 center in the league. As far as the All-Star team, it's a numbers thing because they play. It's a popularity contest. LeBron gonna make it.
Okay, yeah, the popularity. I hear your popularity. But how many centers in the West that you gonna take over Valanciunas?
The coaches pick the alternates.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The coaches pick the alternates. I think
I'm talking about head up. I'm talking about head up. I ain't talking about what the coaches pick. I'm talking about the people that gonna play. The first fucking team.
But the coaches are the ones that's going to make the decision.
Bro, he not starting over Joker.
How many of them centers better than Valanciunas in the West? How many of them? All y'all can say is Joker, and I say Joker is a push.
No, it's not a push. It's not a push.
Hell yeah, it's a push.
Julie, he just beat us by himself 2 days ago.
Hold on. Joker brings something different to the game that Valanciunas don't bring to the game, and Valanciunas brings something to the game that Joker don't bring to the fucking game.
What do Valanciunas bring that Joker don't?
Bro,
all them goddamn. Hold on.
Good question. That choked him up right there.
I love JB, but like, what do he
that
do?
That ain't choke me up. Y'all ain't let me get this shit out.
Go ahead, Will.
That ain't
Yeah,
choking
shit,
me
just
up.
say
Get it
Will.
out,
Ask the
Will.
question, bro. Go
That was a
ahead.
long
I
ass
was
pause.
trying to say it, but the nigga was talking.
He
Say it.
paused.
Say it. Say it.
Yeah, if you
Them
said
7
Joker,
3s, them
yeah,
7,
come on,
hey,
man.
hold on. Them 7 3s back to back. That's what he got.
Man, Joker shoot threes,
Joker
Come
Willie.
on,
shoot threes
man.
too, bro.
That was
Hey,
one
Come
Joker,
on,
game,
hey,
Willie.
man.
hold on. Joker ain't never
Come
hit
on, man.
fucking 7 threes in a row in his fucking
That's
life.
one game, Willie. That one game.
Willie,
I
you know
don't
that
give
he's
a
like the
damn.
reigning
Hey,
MVP,
okay,
right?
in one game, hey,
I,
look, in
I
one
think,
Willie got the
game,
man
Joker
over the
ain't never
Joker for
did
but
that.
one
but
game.
here's the thing though. Up until this point, like every year, Jokers has had
What
a
are you
better
talking about?
3-point percentage. Like the only reason why he's not beating him this year because Valanciunas just been stupid
Hey, you
from the
talking?
3-point
You
line.
talking crazy?
Yep.
Hey, let me ask you a question. You talking crazy? If Joker ever shot 7 threes in a row, he
My
That's
ever did
nigga,
that shit?
I don't even know if Steph shot 7 threes in a row. That nigga
Hey,
better than all of them.
that's what
So
I'm
He
saying.
did.
That's what I'm saying. There's only a few people that
That's
did that shit.
a good feat
That's
though,
all I'm
Willie. But
saying.
that's one game though, is what
Yeah.
he's saying.
I
yeah.
don't
You,
give a
Your
care
brother,
if
he
it was
won the
90 games.
MVP
Boy, you know how hard
last
it is
year,
to hit
man.
7
We talking
threes in a
about
row.
Yeah, but
we talking about
it's one
MVP
game
player,
though, bro.
man.
It's one game.
Hey, and that's all the sample size
I
I
about to say,
need. That one game.
Jokic is top 5 player in the NBA.
But not all
Like,
star,
Hey,
James.
like he
I mean, but
y'all think Bi
Man,
could be out
Joker's
Draymond
not
in
no
the
fucking top
All
5.
Star?
You're lying.
I
I
don't
think
know.
Bi. If anybody came down to it, I think All Star would probably be Bi.
yeah, it probably be
It'll
yeah.
definitely be Bi, and then
But he got the wins, and
Man, that garbage ass
he
nigga ain't
just
going
got
to
the
no
But I think,
All-Star game.
popularity.
but I think
no, I think he
that's
makes
what
it.
I
He ain't
think.
got nobody blocking him either. You just got Paul George and
Right.
who else?
Well, Paul George,
Draymond, you got
I think Ingram.
Draymond, man.
LeBron.
What? Draymond to Ingram, man, get out of here, man.
No, but you
Draymond,
gotta understand how
He's
this worked,
not
though.
playing games.
DC, they gonna give it to him just because of the wins and just how they value
But I
what he
think
does for
he,
the
Boy,
team.
but here's the
Draymond
Draymond
but
don't
play
deserve to
but
be
decent.
here's
no goddamn
but
All
here's the
Star,
thing
man.
though. He gon' I
Yeah,
think
no,
Bi
he
can
ain't
still.
deserve to be there.
I think Bi can still.
Lil,
I think Bi
appreciate
can
the $10,
still.
family.
I think Bi can still sneak in whether Draymond make it or not because like we obviously Draymond and Bi both are not going to be the starting forward. They're not. Like neither one of them is. It's going to be LeBron. Who else is that? Like you said, it's going to be Paul. If he put, I don't know if they got him listed as a guard or forward or whatever it is. But like he could be there. Luka obviously going to be in the guard position.
Oh yeah, Luka, yeah.
Steph Curry obviously going to be in the guard position. So most likely they're going to probably have shit, what you call it at the forward.
Chris
So
Paul gonna be in the guard position
not over Steph,
over Luca.
not over Luke either.
Yeah, I think so.
No, they
Hell no.
they didn't do it last year.
You ain't putting it over Luka, bro.
They not
You
put it over
tripping.
Luca
Thank you,
or
Jaleel.
Steph.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying because of that popularity vote stuff.
but that's what I'm saying. Like so the starters obviously gonna be the popularity votes, right? So you know it's not gonna be Draymond, nor it's going to be Bi for like who's going to be the starting forward. But I think the coaches are going to put Draymond in because they said that he's back to his defensive player of the year type
Yeah.
caliber. And he doing that, and at the same time he's back to facilitate the ball like he was years before, where he's obviously the second best player so far on that team
I mean, they look
because
good too,
they
Boy,
bro.
look
you're
good.
lying. Boy, you're
So
lying.
And the
okay,
Spurs beat them like a few days ago, so
Willie,
that's
is
why I'm
that
nervous.
you fault?
but you
Commentary.
talk about Spurs. They 20-4 though. Like okay, they lost to Spurs. Good for
Hey,
them.
No,
that
I'm just
boy
saying
that
because
told
that's
a
our next
bald
matchup.
head lie.
What he lying about?
Talking about Draymond Green, the second best player on that team. He lying.
He is the second best player on that team right now.
Who the second
No,
best
he
player in your
not.
opinion,
No,
Willie?
he
I don't know.
not.
Jordan Poole kind of
Jordan
playing
Poole.
pretty good.
But Draymond,
I'm
they
just
I don't know.
saying, man, that dude, that's tripping.
And they say him and Andrew
Yeah.
Wiggins and Steph Curry are the best dynamic duo in the league.
but again, I said right now, cause Clay ain't playing.
But
They're
we
saying
talking about,
Andrew
hey, we
Wiggins. They're
talking
saying
about
Andrew
right
Wiggins.
now.
But at the same time, golly. But what I'm saying is that Draymond is
Who washing
literally,
their car?
yeah. I'm like, what is going on?
You ain't lying, Q. You ain't lying, Q. Niggas sound like they blowing in the camera.
Somebody washing their car.
Like they got their phone outside the
Wait,
window.
is DJ snoring? Is that what he's doing?
I had the windows
No, I'm
down,
up.
man, going up the
Oh,
Oh,
but no, like so Draymond is literally the reason why they had the number one or top two defense in the league right now because he had
Man,
everybody.
no, hey, hold on.
All
We
right.
gonna
Willie.
talk about, hey, hold on. we gonna talk about why they winning so many games, and because of no goddamn Draymond Green,
Yes,
and
it
we
is.
know this.
He's
You
a
lying.
huge part of it. He's a huge part of it.
He the second.
I think
Steph
Andrew Wiggins
Curry
plays
going
a
out there,
valuable, and
He-
Jordan Poole.
going out there dropping shit on people's head.
But here's the thing, Andrew Wiggins has good games, but Draymond is literally the second most consistent player on that fucking team.
No, Andrew Wiggins scored 20 points a game.
You talking about but you're just focusing on scoring.
No,
I'm talking about
but I'm saying on
Andrew
defense, they
Wiggins is a
put
pretty
Andrew
good
Wiggins.
defender too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But again, he's a pretty good defender. But Draymond is literally one of the best defenders in the league. He's the one that have everybody positioned to play defense.
He's their point guard.
He's their point guard. He's
Boy,
their
you
facilitator.
grasping at straws
I'm
now.
not grasping
You
at straws. I
grasping
just know
at
what I'm talking
straws now. No, you don't. You don't know what you're talking about. You grasping at straws right now. Ain't no way in the world.
You need
Hey,
to
hold
put that
on,
blue
hold
ribbon
on.
down, bro.
Hey, hold on. Ain't no way, man, fuck all them blue ribbons and all that bullshit. Hey, look, ain't no way in the world. Draymond Green is the second best player on that team, man. You need to stop that bullshit, man.
Well, who you say it is, Willie?
Yeah, who is it?
Shit, man, I take man a whole bunch of people that's contribute. Jordan Poole, Steph Curry, the fucking center, that long ass nigga. I forget his name. Man, stop that shit, man.
Steph Curry, the first one. He said second.
All right, but the second one ain't no fucking Draymond Green, Q. I'm sorry about the language, but the second one ain't no Draymond Green. Man, y'all need to stop that shit, man.
I say they about tied. Him and Andrew Wiggins.
Boy, Draymond Green might be playing a little defense, but he ain't scoring a goddamn thing.
Andrew Wiggins.
But I see y'all keep focusing just on the scoring. I keep telling y'all.
No, we saying defense too. We say,
Draymond ain't guard. I just keep talking. Draymond ain't gonna stop. He's the best guarder on that team. Like he sit there and not only do he guard the player, but he also make sure that everybody else in the position that they're supposed to be in, the guard the player.
I ain't buying that with you.
All right, I got to rebut what you just said.
He good. He ain't that good though.
What you mean he ain't that good? He's literally the best. Okay, all right.
Hey, Q, I got to rebut what you
put
just
Herb
said.
Jones over there, he ain't gonna do the same thing with the Warriors squad and all the people.
Draymond is Draymond is on a whole nother different when it comes to basketball IQ. Like he's literally probably one of the smartest basketball players and the smartest defensive players in the entire league.
Man, that ain't hard to do to throw the ball to the open man. That ain't hard to do to throw the ball to the open man. Y'all listen to the people on TV. Hey, hold on. Y'all listen to the people on TV talk about the basketball IQ. Man, just throw the ball to the open goddamn man. Man, nobody don't hear
I ain't gonna lie, they be wide
Boy,
open.
y'all full of shit, bro. All right. They just be
Nah,
wide
come
open.
on now. They be wide open.
Hey, bro, the
They
open man gonna hit
be
the
wide
shot.
open, my boy.
Andrew Wiggins. Who else?
Poole at 18 a game.
Y'all look up on my phone. I can't zoom this shit in.
Hold on, Draymond leading in rebounds, assists. What's that one over there? What's that? Is that block? What is that?
That's blocked there.
That's blocked. So he leads in 3 categories.
Man, all right, how many? Nobody who ain't got double. Y'all can't send me on somebody who ain't got double digit nothing to be no damn all-star. I'm not buying that shit.
He's been an all-star before.
He ain't got double digit rebounders. He ain't got double digit.
He shouldn't become a New York roster
like that, man.
But he made the all-star. He made the all-star doing the same shit. He's all. He has made the all-star.
One on GP because they won some championships and
what kind of movement was that, DC? That was almost on some New York roster type stuff you just did there.
Man, get out of here,
bro.
Man.
You just
been drinking that blue ribbon with
like you was like this. You was like
you been drinking that blue ribbon with Willie.
You just said Rob.
Some killer Cam type.
Hey, you just said
he went back to his Dipset days on that.
I ain't doing nothing. I ain't cutting it. I ain't believing it. Nah, Draymond Green is overrated to me, man. He's good, but it ain't like
he ain't overrated.
People be talking like
no. All Draymond Green do is play defense, and it's valuable because he played defense. He valuable because he played defense. But as far as
what he was doing last year with Steph Curry wasn't
that's the point I'm taking.
What he was doing last year.
He could lead those categories, but if Andrew Wiggins don't play at a high level, then anything.
But he's saying the glue is a glue guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what he represents. You got scorers.
That's what I'm saying, but that don't make you the second best because you're a glue guy.
But again,
I gotta watch the Warriors play, man. They start to play. He set everything. He get the rebound and run the floor.
Man, averaging almost a triple double for the season, man.
Yeah, but he did that last year. They made it to the 10th spot.
Goddamn minute. Hey, hold on. Wait a goddamn minute. Wait a minute.
Willie, where
Man,
you
hey, I'm gonna tell you the Warriors
Where
offense.
you at, Willie?
The
Where you
Warriors
going?
offense is get a ball to Steph Curry. Man, y'all need to stop that shit, man.
Willie, where are you? I can't
That's
see.
the Warriors'
Willie,
whole
back your
offense. Get
phone
a
up,
ball to
bro.
Steph
Willie, where are you?
Back
and we
your
gonna
phone
play
up.
offense.
We gonna keep cutting you off till you back your
Sorry.
phone up like you did.
I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
man.
Hey, but that's the Warriors offense. Get a ball to Steph Curry. That's their whole offense. Man, nobody don't hear that all of the semantics and all that shit y'all
I gotta
talking,
agree
man.
with Willie a little bit, bro. I mean, if you
Willie,
played on
you
the
lying.
Warrior Big Q, and you had the ball in your hands, you don't think you get a bunch of assists?
Yeah.
Exactly. So point
Willie,
taken.
you
Hey,
lying.
hold on. When Steph Curry play bad, the Warriors lose.
Willie,
That's not
Willie,
really true because like for
Willie,
the
you lying.
both half of the season so far,
I'm
he
lying.
Yeah.
yeah.
You lying,
So
Willie.
if Steph,
Man, I
if
want
Steph Curry play
They
bad, they
want
still win. That's
balling
what
when
you're
Steph
telling me.
Curry
Yeah,
play
Steph
bad.
Curry went
Hold
4
on.
for 20
No,
against the Suns and still lost.
In one
no,
game.
no. I'm saying
I
is
want
that
to.
in the
I
first,
want to go back to that.
You heard what
first.
he said Steph Curry went 4 for 20 and they still lost. That's what I'm telling you. When the man
No,
play bad, they
they
gonna
won.
lose.
they
They
won
won,
that
Willie.
game.
Against the
Oh yeah,
Suns?
yeah.
Yes,
What a the
the second
referee was
No,
in
the first.
somebody's pocket.
No,
the
the second
second
game he
game.
played
The
good. I'm
first
saying the
game, they
first
lost the
game.
first game. Yeah, they lost the first game.
That's when he
But
went 4
no,
for
I want to go
20.
back to
The
what we was
second
talking
game,
about a little
I don't know
earlier.
what he did.
Go ahead,
What we
Nola.
was talking about a little earlier. What the hell we gonna do with Satoransky? Sorry ass. What are we gonna do with that?
I could
Willie
tell
gonna get him
you.
to play more aggressive.
I could tell you.
You got to get him to
You
play
take
more aggressive.
Satoransky. Hey, you take Satoransky. You take him out in the backyard and hit him in the head with a ballpoint hammer and take him out of the misery. That's what you do.
A ball point.
Yeah, because when you hit something in the head with a ballpoint hammer, they die immediately.
What's a ball point
Yeah.
hammer?
The one with the hammer with the ball on the point of it, man. Come on,
What
man.
would you do with the 10 million, Willie? We give it to you for the job that you did?
They should give me that 10 million because I could do a better job than whoever they get that 10 million to. I guarantee you that. If I can't get out there on the court and do it,
Well, I
I'm gonna
think you mean
talk
the
a
ball
motherfucker
peen
up
hammer.
to do
Huh?
it.
You mean the
Man,
ball
hold
peen
up.
hammer, right?
The Bulls gave
I
this
what?
man $10
A
million
ball peen hammer,
contract.
right?
I can't
Whatever,
believe
yeah,
that's
whatever that is that
unbelievable.
you hit his ass in the head with the hammer with that point on it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna kill his ass dead. You know what I'm saying? Satoransky
So
garbage,
your
man.
answer to
I
getting rid
mean,
of
he'll play a
Satoransky
little
is to
deep.
murder him. That's what you just said that. You just said
Well,
that.
whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
Hey, look.
No. You're not gonna get away with that shit. You told these intelligent
Q,
families.
you can do a lot with 10 million, Q. You can do a lot.
Hey, Q.
Good at the 10 million, you gotta spend it on the lawyer fees to keep you out of prison.
Hey, no, Q, I was being facetious, Q.
What? You was being what?
Facetious. You understand? You understand the English language?
10 million can get you the best lawyer. 10 million can get you OJ lawyer.
I'm using some Stephen A. words on you right now, but hey, bro, you got to understand what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking questions. I never heard no ballpoint hammer. I said, you mean a ball ping? Yeah, whatever with the little ball. I'm trying to keep up the best way I can. Well, that's why I'm asking questions.
Willie, you that mad at the man? You want to hit him with a ballpoint hammer?
Let me just say this. Your answer to
You that mad?
let's just stay on that now.
Oh, Lord.
Let's hold on, Willie. We're gonna put a attack right in there. We're gonna stick to that point. Your answer to get rid of Satoransky is to get a ballpoint hammer and take him out back and whack him in the back of the head and murder Satoransky. That is your answer, for real.
Yeah, hey, but Q, I told you, I was being facetious. Look up the facetious. Look up the definition of facetious. Pull it up, put it on the screen, and read it.
I'm all done here. I don't know what's going on. Can somebody pull up facetious? Facetious? How you pronounce it again?
Facetious.
Versace.
Oh man.
Can somebody put the definition of what Willie said in the chat for me?
Q. I'm gonna define it for you. You know how somebody doing something and you say I could kill this motherfucker for doing this. That's being facetious, but you know you're not about to go kill him, but you just said I'm gonna go kill his ass.
I'm still confused.
God damn, man, you understand English?
I'm trying to. I thought I did.
Well, let me say, let me go to Spanish. Que pasa?
DC, could you translate?
I can't. Willie too much tonight, though.
Facetious mean like you say you gonna kill somebody, but you just saying, you know, just an expression because they did something stupid. Nigga, I could kill you for doing that stupid ass shit, but you're not about to go kill them.
Oh, you mean you was kidding?
Yeah. I just being facetious, you know what I'm saying? All I was saying is they need to trade his ass away or cut him.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to kill him.
Hey, I'm not going to Angola behind no Sadaransky.
With 10 million, you might could beat it.
You wouldn't do
For
us
$10
a
million, I'm not going to no fucking Angola. Not even for 10.
All right. So Notre Dame can say what we gonna do about Sadaransky. So I mean,
I told y'all.
I got you, Willie. You ball point. I got you. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, is that we have to look. Well, Coach Willie talked about that. Coach Willie made a point about it.
I ain't talking about none of that shit, man. Stop saying I talked about that, man. I ain't talking about that shit.
The one that talks about love and
no, I'm Coach Willie too.
That don't call people garbage and trash. And so you know that ain't your ass. But Coach Green talked about that. He made references. We talked about KLJ, and of course, Sadaransky is going to have to step up and get a little bit more aggressive. But I know a lot of family members don't like Sato because he is basically a 6'7" version of Tim Frazier at times, where he'll jump up in the air and trap. And he does help out on the defensive end, you know. But like I said, I think still we need to. Perhaps. You see Jose Alvarado. How do y'all feel about Jose Alvarado as a potential guy to pick up?
He's just like Trey Murphy to me. You don't know himself just yet. Now you can play D, but I don't think he could do much better than what.
Hey, you talking about the guard? You talking about the guard?
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Braids.
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna be a smaller version of Thomas Sadaransky for me.
No.
I think
that little Mexican dude that Q talking about got some quickness with him, so he might could develop into something, bro. I'm talking about as far as the point guard position. He might could do something.
I think the thing with him is that, like I said before, like he gives a lot of effort, have a lot of energy, but I also think he does a little bit too much sometimes. Like he don't know, like you know those high strong, you know them high strong people that just seem like it's just like slow down a little bit, like chill out, like
like me. You talking about people like me? You talking about people like me? That's what you talking about. I'm high and strong. You talking about people like me? Let me tell you something, bro. You got the like Kyra Lewis. I like him because he got a skill that a lot of
relax factor. He chill.
No, I'm sorry that man got hurt, bro. Tore his leg up, but he got a skill that a lot of that boy is so fast, bro.
Yeah.
If that boy could ever get some confidence and get some nuts and just take that shit and go to the hole like AI and take that punishment, boy, we'll have something with that dude, bro. But he just ain't got that mentality like that.
That was
bro.
a wild comparison, Willie.
Hold on, they're the same speed.
They're not the same. They can't do the same things, though.
But I'm about to say,
let me. I'm trying to think about it.
But Kyra don't know what he could do because he will never go try to do it.
Because you know he can't.
But
man, what's the thing? What you know you can't, man? You got to go try.
That's why he was on the bench, though, Willie. He was on the bench.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if you're on the bench or not. When they put me on the bench, when they put me in the game, I'm gonna go out there and try to do something. I'm gonna try to fucking make a contribution. That's all it's about. You gotta have the mindset to say that I'm not no loser. I'm gonna go out there and get me something. That's what you got to be.
That's a fact. That's why I think I could be better than Nardo. Because I know I could go out there and get 6 shots. I can make 6 shots.
Wait a minute. That boy got the right goddamn name. What you call him?
I don't even know what I just said.
You said no, and that's what I said when he get on the court. No, coach, nah,
I call that boy NOPD.
nah, trade him.
Oh man.
I never did like that little dude, bro. How he play? I don't like how he play, bro.
Nah, I
He
think he played
soft,
fine.
man.
He just take
Kyra Lewis.
bad shots at times.
NAW, man. That dude soft, and then he be having them little bit ass shorts on, man. You soft.
I know his confidence hurt. He's seen a second round rookie just play way better than him, get all his minutes.
Yeah, but
Second
Herb
round,
plays
second
within
round
himself
rookie.
though. Like he doesn't do anything he's not good at. Like he's good at he catch the ball, if he don't got it, he'll swing the ball. He hustle, he plays good
Man, hold on,
defense.
man. You lying to that man ain't good at nothing.
Really, everybody lying. Not Nola
No, but he
Danger,
lying, man. That man ain't good at nothing. Man,
Why he lying?
we don't see him play. He not good at nothing, man. Every now and then he gonna do something. That man not good at nothing. He ain't got no one particular skill that wait
I'm saying that. Listen, the whole right now, I would love to see an offensive guard like Isaiah Thomas to help come and spark the bench. I mean, he won't give you much on defense wise, but the Pelicans don't seem motivated to go in that direction at this moment. But what I do see them doing is they did bring Clark on to Gary Clark on the team. They brought him. They did send these guys. Yes, Willie. I was trying to say something.
Did you see how many points that Isaiah Thomas dropped in that pro-am game, bro?
He can play, bro.
Did you see that shit?
But I
boy, that boy can play, bro.
He can play, but them also a bunch of average ass niggas that's playing in the mirror.
No, wait a minute. In that pro-am game, he was going against some NBA niggas in that pro-am game, bro.
No, he wasn't.
Man,
I saw
crazy,
them niggas went to the NBA. Just because we saw Nigel Marshall was giving niggas the buckets at Dykeman, bro. And guess what? He did shit all year. If you an NBA player, you gonna cook everybody that ain't an NBA player.
True. It's a different level.
Yeah. They actually hurt that hurt Najee, man, going there because now he all doing too much and shit. He played better before he went to what that league he went to?
Whatever it was,
yeah, he played for Styles P and Jada Kiss them.
Motherfucker thought he was
but DC, Najee Marshall only doing the shit he doing because of you and Big Q ass giving him all them fucking accolades last year.
What you mean?
When I told y'all that them niggas were garbage.
He was playing good.
What accolades gave Najee Marshall?
When he played good, I said the man played good.
No, but
wait, really? You saw the Zion picture? You saw how Zion lost weight?
No, you got man. Hey, boy.
Yeah, we showed that on the.
I'm saying that Zion. I don't give a damn about no Zion.
You saw how he lost weight?
Hey, tell Zion Williams to move 50 pounds and then holler at me.
He did.
So hold on. Was that a fake picture they had?
Man, that man still over
red.
The red one,
Yeah,
the red one was
Photoshop.
the red one was edited, and then they came and showed the two pictures. There's actually two pictures. There's the picture that they showed the night before that he had took with the little kid and his daddy. That he's obviously not as big as they say he is. And then there's another picture that popped up today that circled around. Like the niggas some Tim's or some shit. They like this. Oh no, not that one.
The basketball game.
The basketball game.
Indian chick. He got a picture. Oh no, that's old.
No. There was another one. He got somebody had posted.
He was playing Archie Manning. Archie Manning playing basketball. He was at the game. And
that one, and I saw somebody else post a picture. He was in some Tim and like a jean jacket. Fucking.
We had an art gallery.
Yeah, and I was like, that nigga ain't no 330. He at least close to his playing way he had last year.
He looked about what he was last year.
Like
probably a little
250.
smaller.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he know 250. He at least 280.
About 280.
Yeah.
280?
Yeah. Zion ain't gonna never
the same size.
But Zion ain't gonna never get to 250. Like he ain't gonna never get even at his peak condition, he ain't gonna never get 250. At the best, he'll probably like 270, 265 or something like that.
Yeah, about two. Yeah, you're right.
Bro. Say, bro, that ain't the truth. Zion could get down to fucking 250 if he go on a diet and commit himself to his health. He can get down to that match.
You know how I know he can't get to 250. So we talk. So
why?
you know how big Kevin Durant is. You know how much he weigh?
Like
he probably
210?
about he probably about right at fucking 220, 225, somewhere around there.
He 245.
245. Yeah, damn.
That
Bro,
brother
that
him.
man that big?
Man, like 7
He,
feet tall, bro.
but that's my point. Like he 245. Giannis and KD literally weigh the same fucking weight.
Right.
Giannis and KD weigh so again, like you said,
Hey,
they're
hey, hey,
tall.
so,
But
so,
Zion is
so
six.
you know what that mean, huh? You
But
know
what
what
I'm
that
saying,
mean, huh?
what's that?
That mean that
Big Q,
that
blow
Kevin
that
Durant just
up.
got more denser bones than Giannis. That's all that mean.
But yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying, well, he also taller.
Well,
But what I'm saying,
Giannis got more muscle. Willie.
but yeah,
That's
he
what
got
it
more.
is.
Yeah, he got more muscle. But
Man,
what I'm
hold
saying
on,
is that
man. Hey, bro, them bones gonna outweigh muscles all day.
nah, muscle's the heaviest. You gain muscle. That's the
Muscle
easiest
Man,
is
way you
hey,
gain
boy,
weight.
muscle. Hey, I hear what you say, but muscle's not heavier than bone, man. Bone is solid and dense, man. Muscle's not solid and dense like that, man. Bone weighs more than muscle, man.
What is that
Man,
noise?
who taught you in the dog back there?
You ain't lying, boy. Nigga sound like they choking their old lady right now.
All right, it's time for me to go to bed. Y'all have a good one.
You know what I'm saying, man? I'm not trying
Wait,
to be
Willie,
no
look at the
overkill.
screen. You see how he lost his weight though, huh?
Blow that up. Q,
I
blow
see,
that up.
yeah, he looking good. Blow it up, Q.
He got rid of his mama, huh? That's what happened,
No,
huh?
he ain't got
Yeah,
rid of
Rid
it.
of his
yeah,
mama. What you talking
Don't
about?
start
yeah,
that. Kid, don't start that. We were doing
Biggest
That
good.
I
was
get
never.
on
That
that,
was
I guess.
never true, man. Zion been had his chef, man.
Man, you
Oh, his
lying,
mama
man.
was
That
a
nigga
chef?
just talking about he just hired a trainer. Man, come on, man.
Man, I know
Hold on.
somebody who cut dude hair. That man been had a chef.
Is that a
Hey,
That
just
business?
was
because a
never. That
nigga,
was never true about his mama doing all that, man.
Hey, DC, just because a nigga making fried chicken and shrimp and fish and gumbo and red beans and all that shit don't make him no chef. That's just a home cook. I don't want to hear that shit you talking about, DC. You
Well,
know,
what classify him as a chef? Then, man?
he gotta go to culinary art school and have some credentials that let me know that he is a certified chef. That's what he gotta do.
You don't think a
Because
man that's making almost $20 million a year from endorsements and his NBA deal can they go find somebody that don't have a culinary degree
well,
and
bro,
all that stuff?
what say, bro? Why he so fat? That mean he ain't gonna find nobody.
But he
Man,
not fat.
man big because he like food and he got injured.
Hey, bro,
I know
hold
he
on, bro.
injured.
Hey, bro, it
Damn,
ain't
that dude
about what
Zion
he's
was a beast,
supposed
bro.
to do. Hey, look,
The chef
I'ma
the chef don't open and close your mouth now, Willie. Come on,
hey,
now.
but hold on, I'm gonna tell you like Denzel told them niggas on the Great Debater. You gotta do what you gotta do so you can do what you want.
If
And
Zion
that's
come
what
back,
he ain't doing.
if Zion come back doing that shit, I want everybody to apologize. I
Well,
want
look,
everybody.
he
Oh my God.
already did. The man was hurt. We know
He
he was
was.
big.
Yeah.
He done got back to his playing weight. So, like,
Well,
you really
Zion's a
can't talk shit
monster.
about him now.
Yeah, you could.
This my favorite play
Yeah,
right
you
here.
could.
That's my
Yeah,
favorite
you
play he
could.
ever did. When he
Look
threw
at him.
that pass was sexy, boy. That's my favorite play he ever did.
Want me to tell you how you can talk about it? Because he shouldn't have to do that shit in the first place. He should have
Man, I
been in
want
shape.
to see you hurt one of your lower body parts and talk
Oh,
about still working
I
out
did
and
it.
staying in shape. I want to see that
Look,
shit.
I did it. And I
What
did
you
it,
hurt?
and I didn't gain no whole bunch of weight
What you
either when
hurt?
I did it.
What
I
you hurt?
broke my ankle in 2 spots, partner.
Now you lying because remember when you said you broke your ankle or whatever it was and you blew up. You came on here and said that, Willie.
No,
You
I ain't
said you
say
blew
that.
up
What I
and you
said,
got that weight off of you.
no, nigga. I ain't gonna let you lie on me.
Zion,
What I told you was, hey, look,
Zion was
I
a
blew
goddamn
up.
menace in
Hey,
college.
look, I blew up before I broke my ankle. I blew up when I was working at Turbine General Hospital in Homer, Louisiana. Eating them whole pizzas every day. That's how I blew up.
Eating them old pizzas.
Hey, bro. Look,
Yeah, a whole pizza. A
Oh,
large.
damn, you was eating a whole pizza?
Yeah, at lunchtime.
Shit.
Hey, bro, watching that video, I was just like, Zion was a goddamn criminal in college, bro. He was doing
Yeah.
stupid
that shit.
They say he's the best college player ever. How y'all feel about that?
Nah.
Who would y'all say is?
Oh,
Other than what, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or something?
I'll go. I
Nobody
think Carmelo had a better one.
Yeah, my bad, bro.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I made a mistake
Carmelo.
of cutting my phone off. My bad.
Melo was pretty amazing.
Melo
Melo was
had
perfect.
like as far as one and done, Melo probably the best one and done player to ever come out.
But I'm gonna tell y'all what the Pelican need to do. The Pelican need to go get Bradley Beal, bro.
They're not gonna trade
Nah,
that
How
man.
the
I don't
hell
want
they gonna
Bradley
get Bradley
Beal
Beal?
and Brandon Ingram, bro.
They're not finna,
Hey,
but
bro.
they not,
Hey,
but
bro.
they,
Look.
but Washington
Look,
is not
it
finna
needs.
trade Bradley Beal. They're not finna trade that man.
Hold
Bradley Beal said
It needs
he
dead
might
in
not
time.
resign though, so they might actually trade him.
No, but
Hey,
they traded,
hold on.
but they got all them players that they got from the Lakers and they started winning games. They know they ain't finna trade that man now.
Hey,
They be on a
it
slide
needs
though.
dead in time.
He ain't signed that extension,
Hold on.
James.
Hold on. It needs dead in time. His ass could be traded.
And
I don't care what you talking
he said
about.
he won't team up with what's the dude that he friends with St. Louis?
Talking about
What's the
Jason,
dude?
talking about Tatum.
Yeah, they said they want team up together this season or sometime
Boy,
soon.
look.
All this teaming up
Hey,
shit.
bro, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. We got something special. Hey, look, let me tell you something. If he could keep his weight down, we got something special in Zion. But we got to get somebody to come down here and play with that man. If we could get somebody to
That
come
is
down
you,
here and play
Willie.
with that
Got Bi and Valanciunas that you said is better than
man, say,
MVP.
DC.
Shit, how
Don't
much
make
help
me.
he need? How much help he need, Willie? According to you,
Hold on, DC. Don't make me disrespect you on this phone and you talking about that goddamn Valanciunas and on that other
you
duck
said
that you said.
Valanciunas was better than Joker, who was the MVP
Man,
last year.
but what I'm telling you is, man, we need somebody at the fucking 1 or the 2 that can handle their business. That's what we need. I'm telling you, that's what we need. We got all the pieces except for somebody that can control that offense. We ain't got nobody to control the offense, bro. Now look, if we had Chris Paul, we'll be in the finals.
That's a fact.
With
But we don't got Chris
that
Paul.
with that team how it's built right now, and if Zion wouldn't be hurt, we had Chris Paul, we'll be in the final, in the Western Conference Finals, bro. We'll be challenging LeBron or whoever else that's gonna come up for the chip. But we ain't got that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna have to sit back and wait till we can.
That's why I said Lakers.
We gonna have to sit back and wait until we can get us a fire guard. Man, look, hey, the Pelicans need a 1 or 2 that's wet. You know what I'm saying? And if we could get that, then we could do something.
You ain't got enough to get Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
I mean, you
talking.
got enough, but not enough.
Wait a goddamn minute. Ben Simmons not wet. We don't want him. All we want another motherfucker that can shoot.
We not even focused on Ben Simmons. I just said we could get him if we could. We not even. It's not even.
Hey, bro. Real talk. Real talk. I can outshoot Ben Simmons right now.
All right, we're gonna end the show on that, fam. Listen, I appreciate the family for chiming in on the show tonight, man. Much love to the fam. Hey, listen, man, it's been fun, man. I swear it's been fun. Much love to the family.
You can end the show on something I said.
I'm saying it's after 3 o'clock. I'm saying we didn't hit. I mean, not 3 o'clock. It's over 3 hours. Is what I meant to say.
No, it's not, man. It's 1 o'clock.
I just said it's over 3
Hey,
hours.
well, hold on. Let DJ. I don't want to cut you off. Let DJ sleep ass in the show. Where he at?
But let me say this one thing too. That dude. What's that dude we was talking about earlier? Oh shit. De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox don't even claim New Orleans. I had looked it up. He claimed Katy, Texas.
He from New Orleans.
He from New Orleans.
That's why I said I told DC said that the other show. I was like, I didn't know that. He's just like Clyde Drexler. Clyde Drexler was born in New Orleans.
Hey,
He claimed Houston.
Hold on, Q. Wait a minute. Where De'Aaron Fox from?
New Orleans.
He was born here, but then he moved.
He's one of the
Okay, Q. Where Clyde Drexler from?
He said he grew up in Katy, Texas. That's what he said.
Clyde Drexler from the city?
From New Orleans.
From the West Bank, I think. Huh?
God damn.
Said from New Orleans. I don't know what area.
But he never
claimed. He don't claim New Orleans. He claimed Texas.
I
Just
went to
like this
school
other
with some
kid.
of his nephews, Brian Marrero. I believe he's from the West Bank. I don't know what city.
That's
They talking
I
about
know
De'Aaron Fox?
Robert Pack claims New Orleans, but I know Clyde
Yeah, he
Drexler.
from the
does not.
city.
Oh yeah.
He does not
Yeah,
claim.
and
DJ
Avery
Augustine. DJ
Johnson.
Augustine.
Augustine does, yes.
Yeah,
From
Avery
St.
Johnson.
Aug, I think he was.
Oubre.
Avery.
Oh yeah, Oubre.
Avery Johnson. Avery
Kelly
Johnson.
Oubre.
That Peyton ass nigga. What the name is? That Peyton nigga.
Alfred Payton from Gretna.
Yeah. He went to John Eric or somewhere.
Yeah, he went to Eric.
So yeah.
Boy, I ain't know.
Your boy too.
Bro,
He
I
used
ain't
to play.
know.
What that boy Greg Monroe went to.
Oh yeah, Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson. He from Charlotte.
Yeah, went to Georgetown. Yeah.
Yep, Chalmette.
Yeah, from the West Bank.
Mm-hmm. Got a couple of them.
Boy, I ain't know. I ain't know De'Aaron Fox come from the city, bro.
I didn't know it either till the other day, and I was like, yeah, because he never claims it.
That's why he's so fast. Like,
Just like Clyde Drexler.
That's why he runs so fast. He got that boot on him. You heard me, Q?
I heard you.
Say what's
he got that boot on him. That's why he's so fast.
Come on, shut up.
All right, so listen, we're gonna thank you, Willie.
Hey, hold on. Man.
We got DJ here.
Hold on.
Hold on, Willie.
Hey, look, I got something for DG right quick.
DJ,
What's up, bro?
DJ, you up?
Yeah.
Oh,
bro,
DJ?
bro.
Okay, you woke DJ, you done woke your ass up, bro.
DJ, first I'd like to thank all the family members, brother VP James, brother Kenneth, brother Randolph, DJ, WB3, and the rest of the family members that popped up in the panel, the rest of the family members that watched this 3-hour show. I hope y'all had a ball today, laughing at the show. I hope
y'all keeping me awake. I'm on this road driving, man.
Brother Randolph, you be safe on that road. Thank all of it. Yes, right. Irvin Johnson Jr. too. Yeah, that's right too. Irvin Johnson. Yeah, the center, the unmagic
grocery
Irvin
man.
Johnson. Yeah, the grocery man. I used to call him Unmagic Johnson. That's he got the same name as Irvin Johnson.
Hey, hold on, what he did at the grocery store?
He used to bag groceries before he got discovered.
Bag groceries.
Yeah. Bagging groceries. I don't remember what store. It probably was Swagman, but I know he was bagging groceries. Was it Win Dixon? Tim Floyd discovered him. Tim Floyd discovered him in.
Hey, boy, I just was in Win Dixon the other day.
So that with that being said, man, we're gonna let DJ close the show.
Checks.
DJ, go ahead and close the show, brother.
All right. Like I said, good win. Hopefully we can do this Sunday. And,
Lord Jackson, you'll cry.
If anybody talking
Don't
about
worry
your
about
Pelicans, tell them in a New Orleans accent to get the flock out of here and go flock yourself.
That's a sick ass Pelican, DJ.
That motherfucker got the flu.
That damn bird got C19, man.
Hey, that boy got that room,
That boy need the hospice.
Yeah, you need to put him out.
That bird need the hospice.
Yeah, you need to take him back and give him to Willie so you can grill him up there. Boy, that day he ain't gonna make it, DJ.
Yeah. Hey, Q.
Try it again. We can't get him to show up on that shit, man. We got to shoot the hell out that bird.
Hey, Q.
I got you.
All I gotta do is cut that motherfucker on and put it at 180 and stick that probe in his ass and walk away from it and look at it on my phone. When his ass get to a certain temperature, come and get it.
But I got y'all. If anybody talk about your
try it again, please.
You tell me New Orleans
Please
accent. Get the flock out of here and go flock yourself.
Get the flock out of here.
There we go.
That's a lot better than that's a lot better than that other damn something, bitch. I tell you what. But listen, man, I appreciate you for being in this show. Hope y'all had fun, man. We're gonna holler at y'all.
Broke up.
After that, so
broke up ass Pelican that I just heard.
Go Pels to the fan. We out.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
The number one advice I would give someone starting to grow a beard. Wash with beard shampoo and conditioner because borsals dry out your beard. Use beard oil and beard balm to keep your beard soft, healthy, and moisturized. Use a wood comb to protect from breakage. Protect your beard by sleeping in a beard bonnet or beard rag at night. This is an easy routine to keep your beard on point. For all your beard grooming needs, get it at the